and it switched to the wrong screen. Hello there.
Perfect.
Yeah, I am Ash Mannix, and once again, we're playing a Cook Solo favorite, and I think a fan favorite, Iwaihime. I am joined today by the beautiful co-host, or the beautiful Cook Solo.
Yes. Don't mind me.
And yes, I.
Oh, look who made it first for once.
All right. Oh, look at what is the shame you're throwing. Well done, Crack Dealer. How's it going, Crack Dealer?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you. You're always, you're usually there, and most of the time you're there first. I'm not sitting there judging you if you're not. I appreciate you, whether you're first, second, or third. Oh, I'm just enjoying that. Went out to get myself a bottle of Lucozade, and yeah. So, crack open whatever cold beverage you have.
Today's Cooksall is brought to you by 7-Up.
7-Up, nice. Yes, Iwaihime. What happened in the last part of Iwaihime?
We met Suzunome and Mutsu. the supposed ancestors of Suzumu and Toei, who are apparently having a good time falling in love over a game of Bicha or something.
Oh my god, why do I forget all of this? And then as soon as you start talking about it, I go, oh yeah. I don't know why.
We love them. They're adorable as fuck and way more charming than our actual main protagonists.
Oh man, because they were like properly being overly competitive with each other. It was great.
Very petty, and also like just way more enthusiastic voice acting from both of them.
I've never heard Suzumu talk like that, and it was endearing because he felt like he had a fucking personality. And I earlier today I watched the Black Clover movie that's out on Netflix, and there's this. It's kind of a similar relationship with the main character and the love interest. Well, the supposed love interest. The dude doesn't have a clue. I like that sort of stuff. But anyway, what's Crackdealer saying? It's not like I was waiting for this or anything. Baka, and we played Bicha, and they did inappropriate hand holding.
Along with many other inappropriates.
Yeah, I'm assuming they got it on. They got the wrong stuff or something. I mean, it kind of insinuated that.
They were absolutely fucking in the fields. Every time they met, that was maybe the insinuation.
Because you've just got a dirty mind that you're assuming that they may have actually just been holding hands all night. Like these were old times. It is quite possible.
No, it's because these were old times that they were straight up fucking.
Mate,
I'm gonna keep saying it. They were fucking in the morning, in the noon, in the eve, whenever they could. It said they were keeping their trysts up.
Mate, what are you talking about? Back in the old days, I'm not saying people didn't do that. Obviously, people did do that, but it's quite possible that holding hands was enough for it to be a tryst.
I'm partly saying it because it makes you feel uncomfortable, and I'm also partly saying it because I do believe it's true.
It doesn't make me uncomfortable. I just don't. I think there's a possibility they weren't. I mean, if they were, fair enough. She'd very quickly get pregnant unless there's.
Have you ever read graffiti on like ancient ruins and that? It is incredible.
No.
You should, because it is so much like modern day graffiti.
Where have you seen ancient graffiti?
Look on the internet and just like research stuff. Like go check.
I know how to find out about this. I'm asking you particularly how you came across ancient graffiti. It's not something you come across in the day to day. I'm just curious how you've came across this nugget of information.
It was many years ago, and I don't remember how exactly, but I was just reading stuff, and I came across ancient graffiti, and they were talking about the stuff, and there was a translation of ancient graffiti. I think it was from Rome. I don't remember exactly. But it was fucking hilarious. I'm fairly certain I sent it into our group WhatsApp chat. Although this was many years ago, so I don't blame you if you don't remember.
No, I don't. Graffiti like porn, like your porn
Yes.
choice, is one of those things that is like you get as close to the human consciousness as possible. It's like the most untainted form of someone's opinion. Like you're
Expressionism.
Yeah, expression.
Yes.
That's it. The most untainted form of expression is your choice.
That's the appeal.
It'd be so funny. I mean, I could assume back then things aren't going to be that different. They're just like, fuck you guys. Fuck the people we don't like. You could eat shit and stuff along those lines. Crack dealers saying, "Boo, you're no fun. They were fucking wild rabbits." I mean, perchance, but
I believe it.
I don't know. Crack dealer saying, "Ash, play Fear and Hunger." What's Fear and Hunger? What game is this?
Why are you echoing?
I'm talking into my bottle. I think that was causing a bit of an echo. Am I still echoing?
Not anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the bot. I had a notification from Connor's channel. Apparently, he played it on stream. What?
Oh,
what is this?
Him.
Well, if Big Connor is playing Fear and Hunger, then obviously I have to follow the. Wait, this looks interesting. Oops, sorry, an error occurred. What the fuck? This is Steam. I clicked on the link to Steam on Google, on the Google search, and it's just like, sorry, there was an error.
I heard Giguk is going to look into streaming Umineko, and I thought, oh fuck no. That was my immediate response.
Why?
And I realized, oh fuck it, I hate it when people find my things now.
Why? Because it'll become mainstream, and then people will be like, "Ah!"
No, someone responded. Yes, actually, partly that, but someone responded with exactly my fear. First of all, his streams will probably not capture the point, or he'll miss it. Second of all, Connor will be. He'll talk about trash taster, and Connor will be like, "I'll check it out." And then instead of playing the visual novel, he'll watch the anime, come back and say, "Umineko's shit," and then the fan base will repeat that because they're fucking brain dead idiots.
Who cares?
I care. It's Umineko.
Mate, stop.
Umineko's a fucking all-time classic, and you know it.
No, because my point is, it is a fucking amazing visual novel. It has been out for a long time, and the people who have had plenty of people had a good opportunity to really appreciate it. It's not like it's something that's just came out that needs, the time and a bit of publicity to get it the audience it deserves. So like if Giga is just like, oh, this meh, and then Connor's like, oh, this is shit, I watched the anime, yeah, you'll get a bunch of people going, this is shit. But besides that, who gives a shit? It's got plenty of people. This game is marked as adult only. Fear and Hunger. What the hell?
Yeah, apparently Garlic Predex says you need to censor the game though. It has D's.
How's it about cock and ball?
Also, hello, Garlic Predex. Nice to see you tonight. I don't know if it says cock and balls, just D's.
just a tip.
Might be just a tip. Might be a fully engorged shaft. I don't know. It's not enough of a description.
Cooksville needs to know the details.
Of course, I need to know the details.
I need to know how much cock there is. It's a good game. Is Crack Dealer extremely dark? It's just Berserk plus Undertale. Interesting. It has a censored version. So, that sounds interesting. It has a very positive review rating. It came out in 2018, so that was a while ago. Which makes me
in the before times.
Before the time I was born, because I was born a fully grown, miserable man. Yeah, I don't feel so bad playing older games. If I'm going to do a full playthrough. But yeah, let me... Wait a minute, where is the button? Add to my wish list, and then I'll have a look at it later. But for now, guys... wait, what's... You don't want to fight giants with huge cocks?
Wait,
yes.
What do you mean by that? You're fighting giants who have huge cocks? Or you're fighting giants by using huge cocks against them?
What are you talking? Of course it's the first. What are you imagining?
I'm trying to interpret the sentence.
Are you thinking those giant fucking cock dildo things that I've seen some YouTubers have, like the full 8-foot size ones? You're just running
All right,
around.
first of all, have you watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I heard that was really good. I have just not.
So
gotten around to
I've
watch
watched it, and there was a fight scene where one character wielded dildos to kill other people.
This sounds like a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's also not what I expected, and it's
I think it's on Netflix or something.
I don't know if it's on Netflix. Do you know where I watched it?
Where,
Want me to tell you?
On the plane?
Yes, it was one of the built-in movies on the airplane, like on the computer screen in front of me, and I thought, all right, I'll watch this. And I started watching it until my headphones broke. Then I watched the rest of it muted with subtitles on.
You what? How did your headphones? What? Your headphones just broke on you?
No. It weren't my headphones. You know, on the airplane they give you them really flimsy in-ear headphones.
The ones that you're supposed to just keep.
The ones that fit in the little slot.
Do they have a fucking custom socket?
Yeah, the two.
Oh my
ones.
god! Why are they encouraging? Do you have to buy the headphone?
I don't know, but I was just like, well, whatever. So I was watching it, listening to it on those headphones, until I had to get up and go to the toilet. And when I got up, I accidentally just ripped the wire, and it fucking broke. And I thought, well, bollocks to this then. Wait, I'm still watching this movie though.
Did they give it to you for free? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for that shit.
It seems pointless to have them as custom headphone sockets and not just have them as a standard.
I don't know why they do that, but anyway, those headphones were crap and they broke so easily. I didn't give a shit. But I watched the movie because most of it is in, well, I don't know. The movie is a Western movie, but it's mainly spoken in Chinese, so there's subtitles anyway. And I just turned on the English subtitles for the rest of it, and I'm like, yeah, all right.
Enough. That's more bearable. So Crack Dealer is saying, yeah, you don't want to fight. Garlic Break is saying it's pretty explicit, but like CD said, it has a mod that censors it. Crack Dealer is saying it's a lot of dicks. Yeah, it turns dicks into pinecone. What? It's very messed up, so yeah, play Fear and Hunger.
You know what? I appreciate a creative censorship method, and that's a pretty good one.
Oh. Do you want to give this a go, though? But this will be pre-recorded. I'm not going to do it on stream.
It's like the hentai pictures you see where people have changed out the dicks so that they're like Coke cans or Subways.
Yeah. I do enjoy them. They're quite good.
Those are great. I do love those. Those are great.
Well, it's added to my list. If I play it, it will not be on stream because I kind of want to play the uncensored version and see how that goes, and then pre-record it, and then I'll have to put in censoring. But I think that might be more interesting than the censored version. It's not like
Shall we crack on?
Yeah, it's not like a Sai no Uta, which like had minor censoring. But anyway, let's continue. Well, load. And it was the 12th of June. No, yeah. I think it was that one.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. So this was the point where we figured things will start getting worse because it was going so nice again.
Let me just switch to full screen and we'll get into this.
And we start with the wind.
Wait, Crackdura goes, are suddenly gay. Wait, what? Where did that come from?
It came from us saying that we like those pictures that have like Subway.
Oh, right, okay.
Or Dr. Pepper cans or something.
Yeah, I find that type of censorship, buddy. Or the ones.
I haven't been on r/suddenly gay in a long time. That's a fucking great one.
I didn't know. Oh well, I need to have a look at that.
It's a real one. It's a good one.
The old woman's leg wasn't getting any better. Perhaps the strain of the long journey had caught up with her. She'd broken out into a fever and was showing no signs of recovery. It pained Suzunomi's heart to know they had brought even more mouths to feed to a starving village. Picking up on that, the village elders asked her to pray for rain. It's like, pay for your rent.
You're a priestess! Give us rain!
わかりました。お引き受けさせていただきます。
Okay.
Wow, this guy's well hungry.
I don't know what he's hungry for, but he's definitely hungry for something.
ただ、私のできるのは雨乞いではなく、口寄せです。
What? What is this bullshit?
この地を守るうぶ砂神を私の体に下ろすことしかできません。
Oh, I see where this is going.
ということは、六神様を。わしらは六神様と話せるちゅうのか？
Wait, so who does the asking the old lady?
No, wait, if she's gonna
つまり
summon
雨
Rokugami.
を降らせてもらえるかどうかは。
So if she so what was the plan, right? If she was there with the old lady, if she was there on her own, she can't do anything because of
No, the old lady. No, her and the old lady are just traveling, right? Now this village is obviously barren as fuck, so they're like, "Give us rain with your magics," and she's like, her magics are only to summon the local, shall we say, local shrine god, and that means Lord Rokugami, the Lord of the Mountain.
The Lord
So,
of Deer.
Yeah, so Mutsu is about to say that it depends on his mood then and how he feels about these villages.
So she's kind of useless then.
How's she useless?
I don't know. I mean, in terms of, she can be possessed by a god, which is probably good in a lot of scenarios, but not when you're going to a village to help them out and they're like, we want good fortune, can you pray to the gods? And she's like, I don't play. Oh.
Perfect timing.
It's good. It's been a while, Loopy. You've not been in any of my streams lately. No, I'm just kidding. It's nice to see you, Loopy. I'm glad that you're in top form with your cutting wit.
Always glad to see you.
Yes, it's always glad to see you in the chat window.
Now, just as a sort of recap, the cute episode was the previous one. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen today, but it's Iwaihime. It's always batshit random, insane, and fucking excellent.
But for most other people, bad. Anyway,
僕たちが六神様の心に届くお願いができるかどうかということだね。
そうなります。でも皆様の敬う気持ちと本当に困っているという気持ちがあったなら必ず届くでしょう。
If you all possess reverence and genuine fear your god for your futures, I guarantee your pleas will not fall on deaf ears. Loopy is saying, I stay silent cause you talks a lot and Crack feels tortured if we talk too much. What?
True.
Alright, okay, yes, okay. The villagers were abuzz with fear and anxiety. They were daunted by the prospect of having to speak to a being so awe-inspiring as their very own god. The mayor calmed them down. They had no other choice. Without rain, they couldn't count on the autumn harvest. But if they knew they just had to hold out until autumn, they could find hope again. Oh shit. Old man.
Wow, we're actually seeing it. Oh god. Wait, no. There's something about his design that reminds me of the Blob. I'm sorry, it does.
かしこまりました。
Do it, Suzanome. Get possessed. There was an abandoned temple near the village. There just happened to be an abandoned temple. Why is there a rope, the type of rope that looks like someone to hang himself with, on the floor in front of it? Now, you may be wondering why someone would build a temple in such a remote location. No, I mean, a lot of temples are in remote locations. Well, some distinguished monks came from the capital and mentioned that would be the perfect spot for a temple. That's all there was to it. I bet you these distinguished monks came one day and went, that would be a nice place for a temple, and then they just disappeared. They went back to the capital and didn't give a shit. And then the villagers
that's what it says.
But and then the villagers like, oh shit, we better put a temple there. Sacrifice half of our resources to build a temple, and then there's no one to use it because the monks weren't even there anymore.
Crackdilla says, why did I have the same thought as Kuxel? Because it's probably true.
You think that that's the fact he's the blob?
He resembles him.
Does he? Just because you can't see his eyes, I don't know. Also, didn't the blob have black hair? Wherever the hairs were? I don't know. But right before the temple was to be completed, part of it burned down under suspicious circumstances. It seemed it hadn't been very popular. Oh wow, someone set fire to it? The bad luck didn't end there. At some point, the virtuous monks collapsed from illness. Alright, okay, so the monks did stay till it was built. As a result, they departed the land, leaving only an unused temple behind. Thus, in this village, that temple was the most fitting place for divine rituals. But you didn't
Talk about
fix
a
the
godless
roof.
land.
But they didn't even bother to fix the roof.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
So how is this a fitting place to summon a god at a temple that you didn't give a shit?
You're gonna do a prayer? No, that fucking old hall we didn't build or finish building, burned down, fucking couldn't even protect itself. What good can it do to us?
It's probably all the wood inside's fucked because the rain's got in it and all that stuff, and it's all rotted and stuff. Holy shit.
Oh, dampness.
Yeah, think about it, rain, and even if it's not damp right now because it's hot, the wood would have rotted and be extremely weak to use.
God, you're bringing like really vivid pictures to my mind and horrible smells.
I don't know where you've been in life, mate, but
I have been in properties that are suffering from dampness and the like. It's not pleasant.
No. Though I think the issue of dampness and all that might be less of an issue in Japanese older buildings because they were built for heat, so they're not super insulated where all the moisture can collect and oof.
Yes, but a building with no roof that is made primarily of wood will still suffer from dampness if it rains.
Yes, but it won't have the smell during the summer, I don't think, because it would have dried out. It will just be extremely brittle and weak wood, which I wouldn't go into that temple without having its foundations redone. On the night of the
now that I think about it, it does get very hot there, so yeah.
Oh yeah, like it would dry all of that out. And you can see the windows are just holes. Loopy is saying not as damp as your a-hole. Loopy, you would know. That was a bad joke. I don't even know. Anyway, on the night of the ritual, the villagers gathered there out of curiosity. Before long, a god would appear and speak before them. It was awe-inspiring, and yet something no one ever wished to have to resort to again. Oh, she's got on the get-up that, what's her face?
All she's done is put flowers on her head.
Yeah, it just reminds me of Higurashi.
Hmm.
As the anxious villagers clamoured around the main temple hall, Suzunomi began the solemn ritual. She chanted the prayer aloud to summon Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto.
Nice!
Yeah, I won't be able to say that again without flubbing up. Next, she took out a small bow known as an Azusa Yumi, a spirit's bow, and grabbed the string. Crackdeer saying stop talking about things you don't know about. I don't know who that's aimed at. What were we
I think it's aimed at the dampness conversation.
What we know about dampness? What are you talking about? I live in a damp country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're experts at dampness. You guys don't know true dampness. Come to Scotland when it rains all the time.
It's supposed to rain today, right? I was actually looking forward to it because it's been hot lately. But, they were like, oh, thunder, lightning, loads of rain. And when it did start raining, it was a miserable fucking dribble of piss more than anything.
Oh, that's so British. But yes, like we had a bit of rain. It was just a little bit. But it's still fairly warm. 26 degrees in my room just now. That's what
tell me about it. Let's carry on.
Using something akin to a small pole, she strung the bow until it was taut. Not like she was about to fire it. but rather like playing an instrument. The hall resounded with a shrill noise, the likes of which had never been heard before.
本当に六神様を呼び出せるんかの。
静かに。彼女の邪魔になるよ。
The whispers of the villagers died down one after another by that majestic sound. Before long, the air was filled with an austere presence befitting the advent of a god. Suzunomi, who had been putting her all into stringing the bow, suddenly lowered her head and began shaking from head to toe.
Oh boy.
Well, she's starting to wig out. Her eyes widened as she convulsed and started groaning. Did someone give her some drugs beforehand? The villagers, fearing she might be possessed by an evil spirit, could only watch with bated breath. She literally
Thanks for the help, guys.
She literally said she was going to be possessed by a god. I don't know why they're assuming that it must be an evil spirit because she's spasming a bit. And then she went limp.
And the wind stopped.
Oh, she's she's wavy. Quietly, she slowly rose to her feet, her demeanour completely different from before. Practically saying it wasn't me. When she turned around,
really?
Her expression was no longer that of the sweet young woman everyone had seen mere minutes prior, or look as the normal toy expression.
It really is.
I did not miss this expression. A long silence followed. No one dared speak, least of all blink or twitch. Eventually, she broke the silence.
我こそは六神彦の命なるぞ。ひれ伏すがよいぞ、人の子らよ。
Children of man,
Children
fucking
of
feathering, piss off.
Oh my god, do you think it? Do you think?
I don't think. Not for real, but like that's what she says.
Oh, children of man. Child of man, child of Adam. Her intensity was not that of Suzunomi. There was no more doubt about it. A god now dwelled within her body. Either that or she's a good actor.
Oh!
六神様。我らはお山のふもとに住まいます村の民たちでございます。
What's up?
The mayor humbled himself as he informed Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto of the village's plight.
我は雨を滑る神にあらず。
Ah, shit.
雨の恵みをもたらすことは叶わぬのだ。
Did nobody think about this?
それでは
Who do they need to call?
雨は一体いつになったら。
He's like, why are you asking me? I just told you I don't handle the rain.
雨雲は遠い。
Yeah, we gathered that.
必ず恵みの雨は降ろうが、まだ遠い。
You're basically fucked.
秋の実りはどうでしょう。
幾ばくかの実りを迎えるであろう。それをよく蓄え、大切に食い伸ばしたなら、必ずや村は救われるであろう。
There would be crops in the fall.
I was about to say time to practice your lockdown strategy.
Kill half the people. Everyone looked at each other with relief at this beacon of hope. I don't feel that was said to give you hope. It was just like, you better ration shit. It's gonna be small. Now that they had hope for the future, their concerns turned to the present, naturally.
しかし六神様、私たちはすでに日々の糧にも苦労しております。
I don't get it. Like, the god has not told them anything different from what they kind of already knew, but for some reason they're just now like, oh, thank God the future's okay. Because
perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
But they didn't say anything. Yeah, I know, but the point is here now they're just like, oh God, is it going to be okay? And they're like, it will rain at some point. And they're like, oh, fags, we're saved.
このままでは村人たちは次々に弱り、病に蝕まれていくことでしょう。秋まで待つことはとても難しいことです。どうかどうか我らに日々の糧をお与えください。
That's interesting phrasing.
お前たちは我を敬い、我が山に属性の汚れを持ち込まぬよう、よく今日まで努めた。
Wait, did we ever find out about the other two guys we went hunting with?
No.
その労をねぎらうことはやぶさかではない。
See if they just come into the village like going, "Hey guys, we got some deer. It was awesome. We just went into that fucking forbidden bit. Wait, what's happening, guys? Huh? What?"
If that actually happened, I would fucking cheer right now, but it's not gonna happen. The game's just forgotten all about him.
何卒おしよう。
That was
次
non-committal.
の満月の晩より7日間、我が眷属の鹿たちを村に使わす。
Are you going to sacrifice deer for these people?
その肉を村人たちに分け与える。
Yes.
That's creepy.
さすれば秋の実りまでを食いつなぐことができるであろう。
And with those words, Suzunomi pieced out.
Yeah.
The god just went, peace! Disappeared.
Alright, guys, have deer. Bomb.
You have deer on me. I'll send some of my friends over. You can kill them and eat them. What the fuck? Suzunomi's body slowly went limp until she collapsed to the ground. Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto had vowed its charity unto the villagers. And the old man's like, "Oh, oh Kami-sama! Please, give me deer." Caught in headlights. And then came the night of the full moon. The god's envoy appeared before the waiting villagers. It was a creature of legend said to live in the Forbidden Mountain, the golden deer.
What?
So the golden deer came for the villagers to eat. Is this, wait, do you think the deer god is gonna screw them over? That flesh is going to turn them into...
Is the deer god gonna screw him over? Surely not.
And you call me the cynic. The villagers were rendered speechless by its heavenly appearance. Oh, a nice ass shot. The buck's antlers were strong and firm like the branches of a great tree. Their solid gold glitter shone around the village like a scene straight out of a dream. Its eyes gleamed red like rubies, and though it was a deer, one couldn't help but kneel before its divine presence. Its fur was also golden, sparkling brilliantly with each movement of its body. It was the emissary of Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto, rumoured to extend one's life by the mere sight of it. Oh, there was mention of this. Every last villager prostrated themselves before it.
The golden calf?
That's an uncomfortable reference to the Bible.
I'm just saying, it's what it reminds me of.
It's not a calf, this is far better, it's a deer, it's a different freaking level, okay? Calf are common. Suzunomi slowly walked forward and spoke to it. Before long, she turned around and conveyed its message to the villagers.
神の鹿はこう仰せられています。
Mate, you can
我が肉を
understand
剥
deer.
ぎ、それを煙でいぶして蓄えよ。
Smoke my flesh.
Yes! Smoked deer.
I'm assuming it's talking to her telepathically in our language. Kratdil said Mitsu fucked the two gods sent, so she cursed him. Oh my god. What is this, like the story of, what was it, Loot?
I'm just going to say, oh, you're talking about this story a lot.
Lot.
I'm just going to say that the soot, I think, might have to do with the burned down temple. Now that I think about it.
I've got a feeling it's going to do something to do with
This deer.
deer.
Well, we'll see.
需要に富し我が肉は一口で飢えを癒すであろう。
Oh, nice.
そして我が金色の角、我が金色の毛皮を剥ぎて金子に変えて蓄えよ。
Wise? Man, I would be questioning the shit out of this. It's like, why is it
Garlic
being so
Bread
nice?
says, the deer says, I shall teach you methods of food preservation. Yeah, and now it's also teaching them some kind of trade for economics. That's madness.
I mean, they were trading before, I'm assuming. It's just saying that they're going, in this case, it's going to give it golden antlers.
それにて食い伸ばし、秋の実りを待つがよかろう。
Alright then.
For the next 7 days, they were visited by a new golden deer each night. Wow, they're getting spoiled. Doing as they were told, the villagers smoked the meat and stored it. How did they kill it? Like, I don't know, that just feels weird that a deer comes and it's like, kill me and eat my flesh.
Who cares, man? They've probably got a butcher in the village somewhere.
I know, but it's just a weird thing for an animal to come up to you and say, yeah, kill me and eat me. They presented the gold antlers and furs to nobles from the capital and managed to exchange them for vast sums of money. With those, the villagers were saved from famine and managed to keep their home alive. Garlic Bread X saying that happens a lot in religions, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
そんな昔話があったんですね。
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot where this story was coming from.
だから、
So, teacher,
この
tell
土地の
us,
古
did
い
they fuck
私
all night
は
long?
絶対に鹿の肉を食べないの。
So tell us, teacher, did they fuck the deer? Is this where this is going? And then the deer was, and then they didn't return its calls.
Wait, hang on a sec. That's why the elderly people in this region never eat venison? What? That's going against the fucking story. It says eat it.
Yeah, but they were allowed to eat the special deer, but they weren't allowed to eat the normal deer. I don't know.
尊い神様の使いだからって言ってね。
Okay.
まあ、この平成の方
Reminds me
の
of how
鹿
they
の
don't
肉
eat
なん
cows
て
in India.
なかなか口にできるものじゃないけれどね。
What modern day deer don't make good venison?
神社への通りの土産物屋さんに名物鹿まんじゅうとか鹿納豆とかいろいろ売っているけれど。
Interesting. Garlic Bread X says only if they're shiny Pokemon. Nice.
So they started painting deers golden. Maybe.
Probably.
I've heard natto smells. Is that right?
It's sticky as well.
Is it not like, what is natto again?
Lippy, help us. You know about natto.
Is it beans with some sort of weird ingredients that makes it smell?
It's not a nut.
Yeah, fermented beans. That would smell weird. It feels like whenever I've seen it mentioned in anime, it just feels like the way they portray it is like a acquired taste, like caviar or something, which is like what, fish eggs. It's weird. Anyway.
食べ物に
Bocce
神聖な
likes,
鹿の名を
natto
冠する
with
ことに
rice.
眉を潜めるお年寄りも少しはいるのよ。
Who? Bocce? From Ranking of Kings?
No. Sorry, it's just there's two shows people usually think of when I say the name Bocce, and Ranking of Kings is not either of them.
Alright, what are the other two?
Bocce the Rock and
I've not seen that.
the other show with Hitori Bocce, I've forgotten the name of it. So
Damn,
I'm sorry, Loopy.
I've not watched Bocce the Rock. I need to watch Bocce the Rock.
飢饉を鹿の神様に救ってもらったことをこうしてずっと感謝し続けてるんですね。
This sounds like everything good happened. They praised the dear God and all was well.
というのはすべて後世の人たちが都合よく再編集した作り話なの。
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Just like most old stories, there is some editing going on. The reality is always a lot more
Some
worse.
kids who are like, man, I wish this is what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it applies to a lot of things, even religion and stuff like that. A lot of the stories are like, if something happens, they'll always try and minimize the bad shit, maximize the good stuff. Emphasis and de-emphasis. Thanks for kids. Lovely Garlic Bread X.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, for
そう。そもそもこの神社は祝い元なんてめでたい名前なんかじゃなかった。
Oh. It's called the Shrine of Death.
本当の名前は呪い元神社。
Noroimoto? What does that mean?
呪いって人を呪うの呪いですか？
Oh, cool. Curse Temple.
そう。人を呪うの呪いと書く呪い元
Did they not
神社。
think that a name like that would drive people away?
Yeah, that's why they changed it. Crack Deer saying watch Call of the Night. The only reason I didn't watch Call of the Night because I think it didn't come out in Crunchyroll or I don't think it came out in the UK. Or maybe.
What, like Oshinoko, which you are watching?
Yeah, but Oshinoko, I was like, fuck it, I'm watching this.
I still need to catch up with that.
Oh, it's. Oh.
I will catch up, don't worry.
It's.
Carry on.
That's good. I was reading the manga for quite some time, and last season it got an anime and it fucking delivered. Yeah, it's like a RC girl that guy meets at night that's maybe a vampire or something, but she's one of those dangerous girls that's going to get you in trouble, but you want to get in trouble. That's what it seems like to me from the little I've heard of it. Garlic Bread X saying, what if the suit comes from the smoked deer meat? Yeah,
I thought about that, but that doesn't lead to soot normally if you like cook meat.
No.
外から
But
人
then
の来
again,
るこ
it's
と
a
のない
story.
時代にはみんな気にしなかったそうなんだけどね。
No one really gave the name any thought back in the days when outside. Alright, nobody gave a shit that it was called the Cursed Temple. Because we didn't have that many visitors, no one cared. It's just our Cursed Temple.
江戸時代に街道が通ることになるとマイナスイメージを気にして名前を変えようということになってね。
Oh shit, it was a PR campaign.
呪い元神社の名前は似た字で縁起のいい祝い元神社に改められたの。
I'm guessing Noroi and Iwai are very close in terms of the characters.
And yet I can't think of two words with more different meanings.
Yeah, but the characters might look similar.
この頃の
Convenience.
呪い元神社の由来についての物語も改編が行われたわ。
Okay, Miss Hinagata, you gave us the kid's story. Tell me the real stuff.
その結果が先ほど話した昔話。
Wait, hang on. Who taught you the original then?
Who taught the teacher the original?
Yeah.
She was able to see it.
What's your source, Sensei?
She looked into the sky and the stars told her.
改変ってことは元の話とどこかが変えられているんですか？
Suzumu, you fucking twat. Thank you for proving to us once again why we like Mutsu.
Where's
better.
Mutsu? Fuck you, Suzumu. You suck. Your ancestor was far better.
変えられているというより、はしょられているというべきね。
You
They
brought
abridged
shame
it.
to your family, Suzumu.
飢饉が起こり、神の鹿がやってきて村を救ってくれた。
Right.
この後の物語が綺麗にはしょられているの。
Okay, do tell us.
I bet. Did the deer come and just kill half of them? Now it's like, see, problem solved. Now you can survive on what loot you have.
つまりさっきの昔話はあれで終わりではない。
Life goes on, you twat.
Bingo.
When something good happens in your life, you don't see a title card saying the end.
No, what are you talking about? It doesn't say they lived happily ever after. That's how life works, isn't it?
神の鹿がやってきて、村人たちは無事に飢饉を乗り越えた。それだけじゃ終わらなかったってことね。
おう。
Oh.
ところで、この神社のご神体なんだけど、神様のおわす山でもなければ、村を救った鹿でもない。
Alright, who is it then?
So the Shintai, meaning the god of the shrine? Shintai.
I think it's a statue or like the little charm thing.
Okay.
なんだと思う？
The doll?
想像もつかないです。
答えから言うと盆栽よ。
What? Disappointing.
盆栽？
平たく言えばお寺の釣り鐘のことよ。
Okay.
大昔この村にあったという廃寺に放置された釣り鐘。
Which he broke in a dream one loop ago.
How did he break the bell? I remember there was a bell in the
He
end.
punched it.
Oh, and when he was in the other world and Toei was on top of
Yes.
it, and he's like, I need to break it to get to Subakiko.
Yes.
それが岩井本神社のご神体なの。
どうしてそんなものが？
神社のパンフレットには神に感謝して人々が奉納したなんてもっともらしいことが書かれているけど。
Thanks for giving us 7 or whatever of your like acolytes in gold to eat. Here's a shitty bell and as our offer. That's a bad deal.
普通に考えれば辻褄が合わないわよね。
No, it doesn't. This was a shrine for worshipping the deer god known as Rokogamiko no Mikoto. Why do you keep making me say the whole name again and again?
Because that's the name.
Stop making me say it again.
It's the name! You have
just
to get used to it.
Dear God. It's like German, man. When German,
No,
when
it's
they
not.
have, no, in a sense, when German have the more descriptive words, they just add more and more words to the word, more and more letters to the word. It's a very literal thing.
Yeah, but German is a language that's harder to pronounce than Japanese.
Yes, but it just reminds me of German. It's like a super long name to describe what it is. That for this name, not Japanese in general. And there was a legend that said his deer saved the people from famine. But then why had the shrine been named after a curse? Why would its sacred Shintai be a hanging bell from an abandoned temple? It didn't add up at all. Something was missing, just like Miss Hinagata was alluding to.
戦前の郷土史収集家が研究していたの。その人の資料を見つけるのは苦労したわ。神社の神主を代々務める黒神家は迫害と呼べるほどの圧力をかけてその研究をもみ消したのだから。
この土地の縁起の悪い伝説を蒸し返されることを好まなかったという
What
こ
if
と
it
でし
said
ょう
they
か。
don't actually own the fucking land?
What is that? They're
If
just
they
trying
didn't
to.
own the land.
It's actually owned by another family, and they just randomly found the place and then started squatting, and then said it's our land. And like shit, we don't want people to find out.
おそらくね。黒神家にとっては自称研究家などという人間の好奇にさらされ無用な注目を浴びたくなかったでしょうし。
Or they don't want them to know the truth. Curious self-proclaimed researchers. What is the shade you're throwing on these people? Some of them
Bunch
might.
of dudes just poking around.
It might be some people that are proper researchers. What the hell? Why does she know all of this?
何があったんですか。
人間の欲とそれに対する神の怒り、そしてその神の怒りすらも上回る人間のおぞましさよ。
Ah, the story of history, repeated again and again and again. The people were saved by the meat from the sacred deer. The capital's nobles were enamored with the golden antlers and furs and paid handsomely for them. Okay. The people managed to live modestly off of that and survived the famine. However, things didn't end there.
Thank God we're going back to the past.
A single
Getting
bite from...
tired of them.
Crack, you're saying stop bitching, get good. No, I suck at languages. I'm never going to get good. Going to get worse. A single bite from the deer meat cured their hunger. Beta. Carly predicts saying beta civil war. But man's desire knows no bounds. Once their desire for food was sated, their minds became occupied with their desire for wealth. The village elders were awed by the unimaginable riches they'd earned from trading the golden antlers and fur. What's more, the nobles had asked them, "Do you have any more?" If they brought more golden antlers and fur, they could sell them for a hefty price. The villagers had only lived modestly so far because they had no other choice. But faced with the prospects of earning a king's ransom, their greed drowned out their gratitude toward their god. Look at Mutsu being a good boy. Also, Kratio is saying, so the question is, did Mutsu still have sex with her after the god? Now she's
I'm willing to bet the answer is yes.
Probably especially so. He's like, oh, I'm now doing something to be possessed by a god. Maybe I'll get some godly powers from doing it. Anyway. I love this. This is a typical story in a lot of...
Yeah, I could see this happening at some point.
But this is a very typical story in a lot of animes to do with kind of like this type of stuff. You know, like a god does you a favor and then they repay that.
I don't know why you're bringing anime into it. This is just a typical story throughout history and religion.
What, someone does something good for someone, they're like, kill it and take all the money!
Yeah.
I mean, it's the story of humanity, isn't it? But, I mean, not all people do that. Garlic X is saying, I like how the villagers sound like punks now.
They do. I was actually about to say, because first they were like, you know, elderly gentlemen, you know, old men and women, and now they're like, ah, and, you know, just going crazy about it.
The thing is, I'm assuming not all the villagers were corrupted, right? I mean, we're making the assumption that all of them were, but it might be a different group here that are leading the charge from the group that were there before when we actually summoned the god, who were doing if you know what I mean, who were doing the talking. So maybe all the punks came out when they sniffed money and they're like, yes, and they were leading. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the villagers probably followed them because they were greedy as well, but
it spoke with him.
But
it happened again and again and again, right? They said it happened multiple times. How do you attribute that to pure chance?
It was chance every time.
It is in man's nature to look to the future over the past.
Really? I think it's in man's nature to romanticize the past over the future.
I think it's in man's nature to think about the present rather than the future or the past. Future prospects are far more important than offering thanks to that which has come and gone. Up until now, the villagers had feared and revered the mountain as Rokugami Hiko Nobikoto's sacred home. Yet they'd
I'm proud of you.
It scares me every time it comes up.
You said it perfectly.
Yet they'd completely forgotten their dutiful thanks and were wearing their greed on their sleeves. A picture scroll from the 17th century obtained by the aforementioned researchers told the true story. It depicted the gruesome slaughter that had unfolded in that mountain, the hunting of the golden deer. Here's some irony. What word do you get when you combine the characters for gold and deer? The answer is massacre. Oh, the Japanese language is so fun.
I was just gonna shout Gold Experience Requiem.
Oh my god.
We're getting well, not anthropomorphic.
The deer's talking. Aniki.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking Bambi. Oh shit.
Garlic Bread says it's in man's nature to forget about the past, not care about the future, and just waste away the present.
Yeah, we have evolved though to think about the future, and that's how I think we've kind of.
Have we?
We have.
Have we really?
We have. I think when we're falling into our base instincts, we kind of fall into just thinking of the present. But we've created cities and all the shit that we've got nowadays because of people that have thought long term. That's not to say that we always think in the long term as a majority as a species, especially now. But I think, give humanity a bit of credit. We are shit, but some of us...
Give humanity a bit of credit. We are shit, he says, immediately thereafter.
But we are also... I've always thought, right, humanity is capable of great, utterly, almost bottomless evil, right? But humanity is also capable of, like, limitless good. And it's the double-edged sword that we have is the capability of the species on this planet. How we use that is kind of down to us, but
Evangeli Donut has arrived. Something short-term profits, indeed.
Wait, sorry, were we just listening to every large company's forecast ever?
What do you think we were talking about?
Short-term profits all the time. Crack saying it's a wise saying, what Carly Burdeck said. This was in the opening.
Yeah, that's
oh.
そうですとも。人間たちのためにそこまでをされる必要はありますまい。
Wait, are they the family of the dear god? They are.
Yeah, the dear god is the one at the top. Oh god.
我らは互いを敬い、距離を保ちつつも強制せねばならぬ。
What? This.
Sorry, I'm just going to read Crackdealer's comment. It says, Crackdealer says, yeah, humanity gave birth to evil bastards like you who won't play Dark Souls.
Or watch Yofukashi no Uta. I know humanity is amazing, isn't it? What is this dear god? This dear god is like the fated hero, with a sad story. It's like, we must keep our distance, we must respect each other, and then they come and just destroy his whole family.
I mean, that's...
What? Wait, so was he sending his
family, yeah.
His family to be eaten?
Isn't this dear god Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What the fuck?
なぜに我らのみが人間に施さねばならぬか分かりませぬ。
I mean, yeah, he's been sending a bunch of you there just to be eaten.
人間たちはよく我らを敬い、この飢饉にあっても我らの土地を侵さなかった。それに対し見返りがなくば、我らへの敬いも薄れようというもの。
It's waning anyway, mate.
神よの時代はすでに終わって久しい。我らは滅ぶべき存在だ。
Alright, so they're gods, right? Well, obviously, so I take it they've maybe lived for a long time. I like that. The age of gods is long over. It is now time for the age of technology.
しかし、彼らの祖先は我らの地を侵さぬことを約束してくれたのだ。
Mate, have you forgotten that their ancestors are also dead?
Might be different for them because they live for so long, so they just kind of assume.
These guys are bitches, though. They're not their ancestors. Their ancestors were like honorable types. These guys are like, yeah, money.
I want I want golden deer ass. Evangeli saying, "Dear gods are a fickle beast."
しかし、その見返りに我らの身を捧げるなど。
Yeah, that's too much.
さようです。兄上様がどうして人間どもに
Wait, is it the deer god that keeps going down to die for them?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's different. I thought he was sending his family down, but if he's going down, being eaten by them...
No, because they took the antlers, remember?
Yeah, so it's the male. Yeah, so if they're eating him and then he gets reborn...
What, straight away? Because he went every night.
Yeah, I mean, he is a god.
話し合って決めたことだ。我を筆頭に年長の者7人を人里に
Ah, there we go.
Starting with me, the 7 eldest of us will descend upon the man village.
That means he did die, and then the next one came, and the next one came, and the next one came. It's not that they respawned. There's 7 of these guys with antlers.
Oh shit.
それで彼らは秋の実りまで十分に食いつなぐことができるであろう。
So this is not. This is the past. This is what happened from their perspective.
Mm-hmm. But who would be left to lead them? I'm assuming there'll be a bunch of other male deal to lead them.
我の血肉は彼らのものだけにはならぬ。我ら
We don't need your
の
blood,
病
mate.
を新たにし、我らの安寧にもつながるのだ。
I mean, if you want a bite of me, get a bite of me now before I go down.
兄上様。
出産を間近にしている者もおろう。7人減ればその分も多く食え。父の出も良くなるはずだ。
It's a bit weird that they're gods, but they still rely on needing enough food.
我ら亡き後、
Hmm.
この山頼むぞ。
兄上様、誓って一族の繁栄をお約束いたしまする。
Okay.
Wait, is it one of these two that
Let's carry on. I get where you're going with this.
because you know how they're saying it's important for them to procreate and have more deer? Also,
Yeah.
this kind of plays. But they could not keep that promise. Over 7 days, 7 sacrifices were sent, believing they were fulfilling their duty. But they had no way of knowing their sacrifices would be in vain. They could have never imagined that they were stirring man's greed even further.
You gave him too much credit. Oh, the blood moon.
It happened in a night where the moon appeared red. As desolate winds blew, the villagers, carrying torches, all passed over the stream to the forbidden mountain. That mere act sent the creatures living there into a frenzy. For all of them...
Outsiders!
Human! For all of them had wholeheartedly believed that the humans would never cross the stream. The mob roared as they roused the animals. The golden deer instantly understood the situation from the commotion and learned that their trust had been betrayed. Both Suzunomi and Mutsu had been opposed to it, but their words had fallen on the deaf ears of those blinded by greed. Since the village was taking care of her, Suzunomi could do little to protest, and since Mutsu was a member of the village, he was unable to fight against their shared conviction. Back in those days, your village was your family, and their fate was yours. Opposing them would mean getting both yourself and your family ostracized. Mutsu knew that. So even though he didn't want to, he had no choice but to partake in the mountain hunt.
Oh boy.
Imagine that. Imagine being tied to what your neighbours want you to do. Oh, the neighbours want to do this. You have to join and be
Bollocks and ass.
cursed for life. The creatures of the mountain scrambled in fear down the animal trails on the opposite slope. There, they were caught in large nets. It was an ambush pincer attack designed to lure them into traps and round them up whole. Of course, what the villagers truly wanted were the golden deer.
Yeah, that's why they've come here.
But in this time of famine, they didn't mind taking whatever they could catch. Of course they didn't. They planned to hunt the whole mountain dry. Okay, this is a little bit too far-fetched. They do, like, these people live in the village. They've hunted. They know not to hunt to extinction. The
Yeah,
agitated...
but they're hungry.
But they're not hungry. That's the point. They've had their fill, and it's supposed it would be enough to last them till the autumn. The agitated animals were caught by the herd in traps one after another. The fuck? I didn't know there's monkeys about.
Is that a monkey? Yeah.
Yeah. The dying screams of their slaughter resounded without any end in sight. The golden deer looked down on this horrifying scene.
なんということなのか。
Evangeli Donut is saying most likely they will sell the meat and pelts.
That was part of it. They wanted to sell the golden antlers, golden deer's antlers because it's worth a lot of money.
So I get that, and I get that their main aim is the golden deer. But what it's saying there is it said, well, we'll just hunt everything else while we're at it as well, which seems a little bit stupid. I think that's...
No. Well, we're in the area, you know?
No, because the thing is, these are experienced hunters, right? This is their... They've lived there for generations. They know not to overhunt. And they're not sitting there starving to death because the deer, they've been eating the special deer. Evangeli Donut saying, pretty sure it was the same one. So this is the monkey scream.
Monkey sound effect, yeah.
Used in GTA 3's Pogo the Monkey ad. There's probably a stock monkey scream that's maybe free to use. It's probably that.
姉上様、もうこの地にはとどまれませぬ。
Where are the leader deers?
この地を捨てましょう。今ならまだ北の谷から逃げられます。
しかし、北の谷は人の子らの地だ。我らの地にはあらず。
The children of man.
人の子が金を破った以上、我らがそれに従う道理はありますまい。
さようです。彼らが我らの地を侵すように、我らが彼らの地を侵したとて、誰に咎められましょう。
An eye for an eye.
なりませ
Here
ん。
we go.
And then all out deer war started.
姉上様。彼らが金を破ったからといって我らまで破ればそれは我らも同じに出しても同然。
Yeah.
I applaud your conviction, but at the same time, fuck them.
No, but they're right. It just make them just as bad as them, and it's just basically a fight to the bottom of the barrel then, which
My money's on the deer.
But no one wins in that type of fight.
我らは神代の時代より生きし誇り高き一族。その誇りを失うことは許されませぬ。
Pride can be a dangerous thing.
しかし、
Just ask
主
Vegeta.
ございます。
My heart is marred with vexation. I'm going to remember that quote. I like that.
That's a good one.
何のために兄上様たちが命を捧げたのかわかりませぬ。
Yeah, it was. Get over it. Life sucks, humans suck.
人の子を信じた兄上様たちが不憫でなりませぬ。
あれは人の子にあらず、人の鬼、人鬼じゃ。
I mean, whatever you have to do to be able to process this. Unfortunately, the reality is they are normal humans, and that's the issue.
我らは金を破らぬ。破りで沢を越えるは人鬼に脱するも同じ。
So I just checked the Pogo the Monkey ad, and yeah, it does sound very similar.
Mate, it is the most stock sound effect.
Monkey sound effect, yeah.
Yeah. You could probably get it from stocksoundeffects.com or something.
我らの誇りが人鬼どもの邪悪によっても汚されぬことを教えてやろうぞ。
Crackula says, there we go with the goody two shoes again.
Oh wait, who's he talking about?
You, obviously.
Mate.
First of all, if you remember, you saved the kid. He hated that forever. And now you're like siding with the deer, saying, oh, we must not be as bad as the humans.
No, but you... yeah, that's just the way I am. And I wouldn't say it's goody two shoes, it's just, it's pride. I don't want to sink down to their scummy level. So what? Just because they're scum doesn't mean that we should be scum just to try and get back at them.
I'll stand up for you this time and say, yes, this is a good thing.
Look at this. The vultures are fucking I don't want to be associated with these people. I feel dirty just being human right now.
Get him! Deer!
The villagers' greedy eyes gleamed through the darkness, looking exactly like those of demons.
God, if this was done by fucking Rikushi himself, right, it would do that effect where it shows the red eyes amongst the black background.
Oh yes,
He does that in all their fucking games.
The
and
cat's
it's so
eyes.
good every time. Yeah.
Yeah. The herd of golden deer suddenly took off and scattered across the mountain, but their golden fur shone too brightly in the moonlight. They couldn't escape the avaricious glares of the man-demons. One deer collapsed in exhaustion, one fell and broke its legs, and one by one, they were captured. The final members of the herd were cornered at the stream. If they crossed the stream, they could likely flee to safety. But that was the humans' land. They had gained that land in exchange for promising they wouldn't trespass upon any others. And so the golden deer kept their pride to the bitter end. They were all captured with their backs to the stream.
Wow, this
Oh
guy
my
is
God.
especially fucking heinous.
Oh my god, fuck you guys.
わしらが踏み入れるのをいいことに親までぬくぬくしておった報いじゃな。
They're deer! What the fuck is wrong with you?
They gave you the benefit of the doubt. They thought you were half decent people. Haha, what fools! They thought I was decent. Ah. They just this game is trying to make them as scummy as possible.
It really is, yeah.
The deer's legs were bound, and the humans carried them upside down on long poles.
Rotisserie.
It was a disgraceful end to the sacred deer who'd lived since the age of gods.
So they were alive all that time.
I don't know if they were alive all that. What?
Or if their clan was.
Yeah.
メスの毛並みもなかなかではないか。毛皮に傷をつけぬように気をつけるのじゃぞ。
This reminds me a little bit of was it Apocalypto? Is it Apocalypto? What's the one that it's set in ancient Mayan times or something like that? It might not
I
be called.
haven't seen it.
It might not. It might be Apocalypto. They basically their tribe gets captured and it's pretty thingy. Evangeli Donut is saying these people sound cartoonishly evil. Yes.
Yeah.
Crack
To
dealer.
be fair, I love that. It makes it so much easier.
To hate them.
Yes.
Fucking deers could have set up traps, but they didn't. Fuck us. Garlic Bread is saying this land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind.
No. You have to do it properly. It says, ha, fucking deers could have set traps, but they didn't. Back.
Press was it press X to doubt Stephen Johnson?
I got a wild clip from fucking LA Noire, actually.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. Never played that game, but I've seen the fucking...
Oh, I did. It's fucking great, that game. Oh, it's so much fun. You'd enjoy it, actually. You would enjoy it.
It does seem like my
think of
type
it
of
like
game.
think of it like an R-rated Phoenix Wright.
Nice.
With the possibility of getting wrong. And then at the end, it just turns into GTA with a mission where you go around shooting people with a flamethrower.
I was watching one of those. Was it Mr. Matt something Muscles? The guy that does the kind of
Matt McMuscles. He's great.
That's it. Yeah, he did a video I think on
LA Noire.
LA Noire, the story around the developers around that.
Holy shit, that was bad. It was one of those fucking really bad bosses.
Yes, he was really bad.
Stand.
They
I hate those types.
They spent a shit ton of money. The publisher or whoever was funding them spent a shit ton of money on that. Rockstar, yeah. And it was supposed to have a lot more, but they just bad management, bad running of the thing, and it just fucked up.
Evangeli Donut says, good game, 10 out of 10 casual, 50s racism. It's also got some fantastic, just great fucking clips. The one I've got most recently, I can't remember this one from when I played it, but it fucking made me laugh. You press, your usual doubt sort of thing, and main hero dude just goes to the guy and, the guy's questioning and says, you like fucking young little boys? And the guy goes, are you out of your mind?
What the fuck?
It's a freaking hilarious game, honestly.
We should, sounds like a game to play on
I will
stream or
let you do
something.
this one. I've played it. You do it, mate. You will love it. Trust me.
Is it a long game?
Not too long. It's like 20 hours, maybe max.
Yeah, maybe one to do on stream.
Yeah, no joke. I think Amelia Watson has played it. I need to watch that playthrough as well.
The big Sherlock herself.
Mm-hmm.
The deer were hung in succession over skinning tables set up in the village.
Oh, more monkeys! No!
Why are they using... Anyway.
Is this something they do? Because I remember in the beginning of Deadly Premonition, there's 2 squirrels in the cutscene that make monkey sound effects as well.
Can they just not afford to get monkey sound effects? I mean, deer
What are you
sound
talking
effects.
about?
They just not got the deer sound effects. They're like shit.
Why would it cost any different to get monkey sound effects?
Because they might not be deer ones. That monkey one's prevalent and it's probably easy to get a hold of. But when you think about it, deer sound effects aren't as common.
Do you know what? Maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe in this universe, deers just sound like monkeys.
It's like, I see a deer. I'm like, what the fuck? Garlic bread eggs has returned to monkey.
Exactly, they returned to monkey. That's what happened there.
Everything returns to monkey. And so then it makes sense. Or maybe maybe it's a Japanese developer joke thing.
I told you, I don't know what it is about this game, but literally every time we fucking play it, there's something that just makes it batshit random and hilarious.
Next, the villagers smashed them over the head and killed them. They were no kinder to the fawns either, oh my god.
No, not the baby monkeys.
Even the newborns were slaughtered mercilessly. Yeah, I can't. What the fuck, game? Like, this is supposed to be a really hard, emotionally hitting part of the game. And those sound, like, honestly, they could have just not put in the sound effect and it would just be fine.
Just the slash sound,
Yeah,
right? And like
just
hitting meat or something.
Yeah, why? Families were forced to watch their own children murdered one after
My
another.
god, Evangelito, it says monkey together strong. I remember watching the fucking Planet of the Apes trilogy in the cinema. And I actually did get teary-eyed at the end of the last one, but man.
I've only seen the first one of the newer trilogy.
Yeah, that new trilogy.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one of that.
It's good. I rate it.
One after another as they waited for their own turn to come. It was said the deer shed bitter tears, but no extant records speculate on their feelings.
Which is translated... Translated by who?
The thing is, if you ever hear someone say, please let the children go, I feel like whenever I see that in anything, they don't let the children go. No.
No, they don't.
They never go, do you know what? I have an ounce of humanity. Let the children go. They just go, no! We're in for a penny, in for a pound. I got the family meal deal. We're getting you all.
Wait for it. I'm expecting it. Oh, never mind.
Crunch.
See, this is more effective without the monkey sound effects.
Crunch, 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 crunch. They smash their skulls with countless swings of their axes.
Holy shit, they're brutal! Don't they have any more efficient slaughter methods?
What are you talking about?
永遠に忘れぬぞ。
An axe? I mean, what other tools do they have?
Bashing the
こ
skull?
いつらの肉、あれだけのご利益があるんじゃ。血にもあるんではないかの。
なめたら無病息災のご利益があるやもしれぬな。
What?
Here we go. Blades were thrust into their defenseless bellies. Blood gushed out of those gaping wounds. The villagers lapped away and licked it up, staining their lips foul crimson.
まずい。こんなものにご利益があるとは思えぬわ。
Yeah, you might want to think about that. Hold that thought, mate.
これ以上我が身を恥ずかしめることは許さぬ。
早く肉をいぶしてまた食らいつきたいもんじゃ。あの美味思い出すだけでよだれがこぼれるわ。
The axe was raised and the moon was split.
姉上様、お先に。
The sound of a skull shattering resounded, followed by the hiss of blood gushing.
あと一匹じゃ。
わしらのすぐ近くにこんなお宝がどっさり眠っとったなんてな。
Okay, so Garlic Bread X says he likes how this is entirely the villager's fault, not Mutsu's, and yet his descendant is the one who gets cursed. First of all, Suzumu's a fucking twat and deserves it. Second of all, we haven't seen the full story yet.
They might be the remnants, the only remnants of that village. But other people have been having the same nightmares, and so all the girls who have had it in the teacher might be related to these villagers.
Correct, Hila.
The final doe had been forced to see all that transpired. The whole clan being captured, family young and old alike being slaughtered, their furs skinned, their flesh carved up. The ecstasy of the man-demons at these acts, their expressions something not of this world. And last but not least, the axe coming down on her own head. Her life was coming to an end, and all the while she witnessed her adorable siblings being skinned. She wept bitterly and unleashed one final scream.
誉れ、人間ども、人にどもめ。
Well,
我こそは、我らこそは、この地のうぶすな神、六神彦の御事なり。この恨み、我らは永遠に忘れることはなし。必ずや天の罰を与えるであろう。我らの怒りに恐れおののくがいい。そして永遠に。
やかましい鹿じゃ。
okay.
Right after they shattered the final doe's skull, the villagers fell to the ground in shock. Something akin to black soot burst out of the wound on the doe's head like a geyser and shot straight up into the sky. The surroundings were filled with a stench like the likes of which none had ever smelled before. Even after it had covered the sky and blotted out the moon, the smoke-like substance continued to gush forward.
I wasn't expecting immediate comeuppance.
No. Also, I don't know why we saw possessed Mutsu talking there instead of the doe itself.
You mean Toei?
Yes. Mutsu. Sorry, fuck. Suzunomi. Yeah. I don't know why we saw a possessed version of her instead of the actual doe itself. All the villagers fell to their knees and trembled at the belated realization of their own sinful natures.
What?
They've only just realized, oh shit, bad stuff's happening. Oh, we regret it. Yeah, get fucked. This was wrath. Rokugama Hiko no Mikoto's divine punishment. Eventually, something like black feathers began to rain down on the village. Was it snow? No. It was pitch black soot, falling like large snowflakes. Once it started raining on them, the villagers panicked and fled into their own homes. They believed they'd be cursed if it touched them. The village square was devoid of people. What remained were the gruesome corpses of deer hung over bonfires, their extracted entrails, pools of blood, skinned meat and fur. The snow of soot piled on top of them all. It continued jetting out of the doe's head with the same ferocity as before. Everyone must have hoped it was all a bad dream. I bet you the deer were hoping it was a bad dream too. They timidly poked their heads out the next morning to find a sky so clear it made the night's events seem a fantasy.
Until they found all these dead deer carcasses everywhere.
But no one was foolish enough to dismiss them as such. Not when the whole village was covered in a thick blanket of pitch black soot. It wasn't just the houses, the square, the fields, all were the same. Everything in the village was coated in soot, as if it were a painting someone had spilled ink all over. Eventually, the winds blew it away, but the stains left by the soot's filth didn't fade. So what was Mutsu doing in all of this? I didn't hear his voice once during the
shaking his head in impotent frustration.
He was just sitting there going, "Oh, I can't do anything. This is guys, please stop, guys, please. You shouldn't be doing this." I tried.
何かとてつもなく恐ろしいことが起こっている気がします。
Did you not think that was going to happen yesterday when you saw them slaughtering all these deity like precious deer?
Now is the time to leave. Ah, what?
Yes.
They got covered in black soot.
Villagers were screaming in the square. No matter how much they pounded the sooty pelts, they never regained their former luster. They hadn't been smeared black by the soot. In the course of a single night, the golden pelts had changed into ordinary sooty ones. To make things even stranger, the deer they'd left hanging over the fires had been reduced to nothing but bones. I get fucked.
なんということじゃ。金の鹿の毛皮も肉も。
何もかもなくなっちまった。
呪いじゃ。このすすは呪いのすすじゃ。
みんな大変だ。ターダを見てくれ。
Despite the long drought, a few crops had managed to grow. They'd been thriving strong just the day before, but now they'd lost all vitality, as if the soot had sucked the life out of them.
Get double fucked!
And there was no guarantee the same wouldn't happen to the villagers. Gradually, they began to feel ill in various ways. Their breath grew short, and they developed headaches. Apparently, there were already those who had fevers or who couldn't even stay on their feet.
ミコ様、これはどういうことなんじゃ。
Why are you asking her?
What the fuck are you asking? Are you fucking serious?
I like the chat. Evangeli Donut says, "You get nothing!" Crackdilla says, "Lol, this is funny." It really is. And Garlic Predex says, "Karma."
Karma,
Yeah.
bitch.
やはりこれは六神様の呪いじゃろうか。わしらはどうすればいいんじゃ。
Just, what are you supposed to do? Get fucked? You're all in on this. Fucking take responsibility for your horrible actions and just die.
ミコ様、ミコ様、どうかお助けを。
No. No.
私はまだ修行中の身ですゆえ、何もわかりません。ですが、ババ様なら、あるいは。
Oh wait, she was ill, wasn't she?
Yeah.
この巣は人間の体も弱らせるみたいだ。特に体力のないお年寄りたちがやられてる。
まさか、ババ様。
Wait, you hadn't checked on her this whole time?
No, we've not checked on her for a week. We thought she'd be alright. Her fears proved to be right on the mark. The old lady who had already been bedridden with fever was now at death's door. Her whole body was swelling, and her gums were bleeding. And though she was still alive, she smelled like a rotten corpse.
Ooh,
すずや、わしはもうダメじゃ。だが、教えてくれんかね。ゆうべから妙に騒がしい。何か恐ろしいことが起きているのではないかね。
even you picked up on that, old lady.
I mean, she would have seen the suit, and she would have went, "Oh, that's." I'm
that's
experiencing
not good.
these things. I'm pretty sure that's fucked. The chat is going. Evangelidon's like, "Oh no, the consequences of our actions. What do we do? Priestess, please pray the bad away." Crafty was saying, "Massacre, Bacana." Garlic Bread X is saying they should have backed off the moment they heard the monkey noises. And Crafty is going, "Murida!"
Oh my god, the monkey noises are the best.
She tells the it's
Wind.
shit. Why does the granny have to suffer for their bullshit? She didn't have any part in it.
これは紛れもなく六神彦の命のたたりだと。
I mean, you massacred the deer. What else do you think this could possibly be?
なんということじゃ。
Are you serious? Are you fucking
Old man,
serious?
what is wrong with you, right? Your village is full of idiots. This is what they deserve.
わしらはどうなるんじゃ。死ぬんか。村は滅ぶんか。
You're fucked. You will probably be
同
fucked.
じ呪い
And
の伝承を
yes.
西国で聞いたことがあるそうです。
Oh, hang on. This is interesting.
神の住まう禁足地を犯した者たちの村に呪いの鈴が降り積もると。
So what you mean is this is not even the first time this has happened.
大きな災いを招いて村を滅ぼすのだそうです。
They couldn't abandon their village and live on.
Oh wow. Talk about dinosaurs.
This wasn't a problem that could be solved simply by fleeing the cursed land.
You sure about that?
That's what they're saying, though, isn't it? They're saying that, like...
How did Suzunome get here? She fucking moved. Do the same thing, you idiots.
No,
Get
but-
up, leave.
I think the implication is that this curse will follow them wherever they go.
Well, let's see if that is what it's saying.
In this era, the death of a village meant the death of its inhabitants.
この村はどうなるんだ。どうすればいいんだ。
Oh my god. I fucking want to hit all of these villagers in the face.
六神様の呪いじゃ。もうこの村は終わりじゃ。
Oh, all of a sudden you're worried about Lord Rokugami? Oh, were you not worried about them when you were going there slaughtering his family?
みんな落ち着いて。取り乱してもいいことなんてないよ。
Yeah, you tell him, Mitsu.
Commotion! Commotion!
I love that it's doing the same fucking asterisks on both sides. That's brilliant.
The villagers were seized with fear and anxiety.
Good.
Before long, they crowded around Suzunomi.
Bad.
ミコ様、ミコ様、どうかお助けを。
Please, please, pray the bad away.
どうか秘術でこの村をお救いくださいませ。
And fuck off. Honestly, these guys are pissing me off now.
そんな私にはそんな秘術はとても。
博識なババ様ならきっと村を救う秘術もご存知のはず。
She's not.
I would love if she just goes, ha, you're fucked.
No, I'd love if she's just like, fuck you villagers, peace out, and then just died.
Yeah. I love old people when they're like at the age of not giving a shit. Like, that's the best times.
Do you know how
Just
just like I've
you
had
peasants, you fucking idiots, you fucked up so bad you don't even know yet. I seen this in the other village. Those guys were mega fucked. You got yours coming. Anyway, laters.
She's like, I've dealt with enough shit in my life. I'm fucking out. I'm checking out, right? I've done my work hours, right? I've done my time. I'm fucking clocking out, bitches. Peace with a fucking double hat middle finger.
It's like the Queen, right? She saw fucking Liz Truss and like, that's it. We ain't gonna get better than this. So
Oh my
we're leaving.
There's a lot of people that are joking about that. She went up to see, because Liz Truss is, I think,
She literally became. Oh yeah, but she became prime minister, and literally the next day the Queen passed away.
She killed the Queen, and then she got booted out in record time.
Yep.
I just remember there's a clip of her talking about cheese.
Oh my god. Oh, I regret bringing her up now. God, that's so fucking stupid.
We'll make Britain great again. Cheese. We can sell cheese.
She's just like associated with different food products. Cheese and now lettuce.
Lettuce? Why? What's she done?
Don't you remember the lettuce? Someone said, what will last longer, this lettuce or Liz Truss's prime ministership?
Yes.
And she actually resigned before the lettuce went off.
God.
So the lettuce won.
So, yes. Let's see where this goes.
村のためにどうかよろしくお頼み申し上げまする。
Oh Lord, oh old lady, deliver us from evil with your prayers. It wasn't even noon. It's too early to pray. And yet the old woman's face had aged 10 years since that morning. Mutsu could see the mark of death in her. She didn't have long. She was already in bad shape to begin with, and the car's suit had only accentuated it.
Papa-sama.
Yeah, I remember that crack dealer.
何を聞きたいか分かっておるぞえ。
お頼み申す。どうか村を救ってくだされ。この通り。
I want her to say something epic. If she does, I will love this character.
Your grandma? I already love her.
Yes! Get fucked! Yes! Fucking based character.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine Susanomi's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Granny's gonna die and I'm gonna be stuck with these fuckwits.
Oh.
She barely had the strength to cough. Perhaps she understood she had limited breath left to spare, but she used it to tell them they were fools. Oh no, don't help them. Yeah, we just have to sacrifice a certain Azusa priestess. Wait, why is the woman no black art? Black magic. I wonder if she's going to tell them how to do something really bad on purpose so that they get fucked even harder.
I don't think she's that kind.
Could you imagine that though? That'd be epic. Can you get the priceless tome of information on magic from my bag, please?
Papa-sama. Massacre. あの本ですか?
She doesn't. It's not a big bag. What are you talking about, that tomb? At least she has 10 of them. It was a dreadful tomb containing the black arts. But no matter how dark the magic, it could sometimes be used for good. What? However, it was a spell that could not be used arbitrarily.
I know what you're referring to, crack dealer. Oh god, it is.
So, I'm just seeing the chat. Wait, Cratula brought up the Queen dying a week before it happened?
Yeah. During the Death Stranding stream we did.
Did Cratula kill the Queen just to make himself look right? No, sorry, it was Listros. Even Jelly Donut says base granny. Bread X says this curse suits them perfectly. Lol. Even Jelly Donut, come on, granny, don't tell them. Oh, Blackheart, it sounds like she's gonna fuck them over. I know, see if she does. I hope she does. Cratula saying we have to tranquil all this suit in a young man's balls.
I know what you're referring to, mate.
I don't. But anyway, Gallivant X, sure, good black magic. Yeah, good black magic. That's why it's called black magic. How is this a good thing? How is this better than just suffering the plight?
I'm sorry, it's like so basically you die now or you're fucked forever.
No, so what they're doing is passing their sins on to their descendants.
So yeah, they're fucked forever.
Wow. Yeah, but they're not going to be fucked forever. It's like
oh my god, I'm seeing fucking allegories and don't make it go away. Go, carry on.
What are you talking about?
Passing your fucking sins on, being like, we fucked up and whatever, our kids can deal with it.
I mean, yeah, that's what everyone does. I'm not sitting there thinking about 100 years from now. My imaginary children's problem. Something, the sins of the father. Yes, we are bearing the sins of thine father.
Are you really, old man?
Yeah, I'm prepared to pass on my sins to my son.
Alright, the dark art is you must get punched in the nuts several times.
Can I just sacrifice one of my children? Any of them? I wouldn't be surprised if he said that. So I'll do anything. Just take
the boy! He likes punching trees, he's useless. Oh, I see.
Oh, wow. They fucked that up as well, eh?
I think it's because they fucked that up that all this shit is happening recently.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the implication is that the descendants will still be plagued by the curse. Doesn't matter whether you pass on the thing or not. Please save us today so I can worry about this problem next time.
Worry about it never.
Can you read, you dumb shit? Get good.
Wow.
Wait, why? Why?
They're not educated.
Why is he the only one that can read? Like,
I don't know why he can, but they can't. They're not educated.
He couldn't have taught one other person.
To know the law. I don't know. Maybe he needs to know the law. They can't afford to send him to school.
But if he could read, he could teach someone else to read.
Clearly, wow, this village is even more fucking less forward-looking than I thought.
This guy's an idiot. He's like holding on to the knowledge. Well,
I'm the only guy who can read, but that means that no one can really, because they don't know what I'm saying is true or not.
Maybe the people that could read got all the women, because they're special.
Got it. Predex says try teaching people to read kanji.
I mean, he has to read it, so. The old woman tore out a page from the Tomb of Black Hearts and gave it to the mayor.
The Tome of Eternal Darkness.
She then handed it to Suzunomi and ordered her to burn it.
Angelic Donut says, this village is so backward I can hear a banjo in the distance.
And then the mayor says, yeah, my wife is my sister. I was like, didn't you know? We're all interbred. Everyone just buys their sister in this village.
I fucking love insensitive cultural stereotypes. Carry on.
Finally, she whispered into Suzunomi's ear.
Listen, these guys are fucked. You need to get out of here.
Listen, well, Suzu, I'm gonna die, but you're probably gonna die soon as well, because this place is fucked. I'll see you in heaven.
I know you've been dancing the tango.
And I'm jealous. I never got any. I was celibate.
Oh, it's actually correct. Get the fuck out.
Oh shit. Yeah, GTFO.
She actually just gonna die right now.
Yeah, she's about to fucking pop their clogs. Her face grew more purple. Oh, and she fell off her bed. And then as suddenly as a puppet with its strings cut, she went limp.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lifetime led to that moment.
I know, could you imagine that? What a way to go, because the village that she was staying at were a bunch of fuckwits. And so they basically got her killed. A lifetime of helping people. Mutsu desperately hit her on the back, but it was too late. I'll give you the hit of life on your back, it'll bring you back to life.
For some reason, I was reminded of the ending of Mrs. Doubtfire when they do the Heimlich maneuver. It's fucking hilarious, that scene. Jesus. Evangeli Donut says the curse is keeping her from telling Suzunome to run. To be fair, I like that interpretation.
Suzunome should fucking run though.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Suzu, the way to make a man comes.
Seconds.
It's show the back of your neck, that'll do it. She'd been trying to tell Suzunome something in secret, but had failed to finish. Oh shit. The mayor glanced at Suzunome weeping into her departed mentor's chest, then turned his attention to the spell page. He's like, not my problem. Everyone's pressing F in chat for respects. Even Joe don't sing R.I.P. Robin Williams. Yes, and he is missed. Crack Deer saying still this isn't that bad as I thought. Maybe more incoming.
This isn't that bad?
I mean, how bad do you want it to get? His face is so punchable. The villagers were surrounding the hut, their faces painted with fear. Once Mutsu and the mayor exited, they had crowded around and clung desperately to them. The mayor raised his hand with a grim expression and urged them to quiet down. Once he was sure he'd gotten everyone's attention, he opened his mouth. Those words stirred up the villagers, but the mayor quickly silenced them.
村尾さん、一体それはどのような？
生贄を一人選び出さねばならぬ。
Of course.
You guys never fucking learn, do you?
Why?
We fucked up by killing the deers! Come, let's fix it by killing one of our own.
Why did the fucking granny tell them about this?
Mm-hmm.
Why did she tell them? She should have went, do you know what, fuck yous?
It's probably gonna fuck them up anyway.
Yeah, but now Suzunome is going to be the first fucking option because she's outside from the village, so they're like, oh, fuck.
Well, she was telling her to get the fuck out, but died before she could say the F part of the GTFO.
Do you know what she could have done? Not given them the fucking black magic page and just told them to eat shit and die.
I still get the feeling it's gonna fuck them up.
Another commotion amongst the villagers.
静まれ！生贄は誰でも良いわけではない。若者から選ばねばならぬ。
I'm safe, bitches!
I'm safe. Huh? Wait, why the fuck? Why would she do this? She's fucking over a young person who's probably not as responsible for this bullshit as all the elders. This is... I don't understand the logic of the granny. As a last thing before I die, I'm going to forsake a young person's life. Very good. The village youth were the most productive workers and therefore their families breadwinners. Even if they weren't, no family would willingly offer up one of their own.
この儀式は明日の朝には行わねばならぬのじゃ。
What? What does this page tell you? It's pretty detailed for a fucking random page on suit stuff.
そう急に生贄を決めねばならぬ。
Do you think he's making this up as he goes along? Do you think that he's read the page and it's told him something totally different?
Good. No one can verify it.
Yeah, because didn't Suzunomi rip up the paper?
I don't know. She tore it to shreds.
Yeah, she tore it to shreds. She was told to tear it to shreds for some reason.
生贄はどうなるんじゃ。
Tournament arc! Better time.
命を奪うわけではない。
Oh, they won't die. Quickly.
呪いのすすのすべてをその身に封じ込めるのじゃ。
Okay. Okay, I get who's gonna get this. Okay. The village could be saved in exchange for making the sacrifice carry the full weight of the cursed suit. God, fuck this village. But this ritual would not eradicate the suit. No. It would need to be sealed by a sacrifice for all eternity.
God, it really is putting in his balls, man.
どうなるんですか?
They will have giant balls.
神の呪いを一心に受けるのじゃ。楽なことではあるまい。
I love this. We all fucked up as a village. Let's put all our pain into one person.
ここにはすすを封じた生贄は長くは生きられず、やがて衰弱して死ぬとある。
Then it's not my problem.
でも生贄が死んだら封じ込めた呪いのすすは。
生贄が死ねば封じたすすは再び解き放たれ、村を覆ってしまう。
So they have to have a kid.
What if they don't have a kid? Do they have to pick another sacrifice?
だから生贄は死ぬ前にこうなさねばならない。
It's happening again. Whatever we say is just coming true.
This is... Why would the granny tell them about this? I'm really fucking pissed off. Why would she give them this information to forsake a whole one family for the rest of these dumbasses?
さすれば生まれ来る赤子に再び呪いのすすは封じ込められるという。そしてその赤子もやはり若くして死ぬ。死ぬ前にまたこうなし、次なる赤子に受け継がせることで。
To be fair, this is totally how these sort of like backwater-esque village customs start.
You need to fuck when you're young and have kids, and then pass on your sins to them. Good times. Yeah, the irony of all of this is that a family, for until the end of time, will suffer this bullshit. So actually, over the long term, a lot more people will suffer.
Yeah.
Rather than just letting this shitty village in the middle of buttfuck nowhere just die
Get
out.
eradicated.
Yeah. Why did I can't? Do you know what? I'm very disappointed in this granny. Why the fuck would she give them this? Just let them die.
Garlic Bread X asks a very pertinent question. Do we know anything about Suzumi's parents?
No.
All we know is the father said, "Ha ha ha! Punch trees, it'll teach you how to be amazing."
Are you talking about this? No, not Suzumi. No, you just heard from his father, but not his mother.
Evangeli Donut says Naruto, but with soot instead of a fox.
I've not watched Naruto, so no spoilers, please.
He's got a fox spirit sealed in him, so yeah.
皆の者よ、これだけがこの村を神の呪いから救う唯一の方法じゃ。
Fuck you guys.
I just want to. I wish I could play a clip right now of them going full hog in that forest and just like smashing the deer's heads and shit, and be like, I'm gonna have some meat and all this shit. That I'm literally just last night. So I love how they're just like, oh shit, you know, we're just poor villagers. Why are we being picked on with a curse?
Oh, woe is us. We don't deserve this.
Yeah, someone has to take the.
You're making a conscious decision that you and your fucking descendants will all be inbred fucking hillbillies for the rest of time.
Not necessarily. It just has to be someone has to have a kid, and then their bloodline has to continue. The thing is, though, that their bloodline has to continuously have a kid when they're young, because they'll die young. Wait, does that mean that Suzumiya's dad's gonna die?
Suzumi's dad? I don't know how old he is. We haven't seen him.
Because they die young, right? So his dad...
so what if he's just like 12 years older than Suzumu?
Yeah, he might be, but young is like what, 20s, 30s? I don't know what young is.
Well, in village time, in these fucking ancient times when people
It's like
died
12.
younger, right? Yeah.
You have a kid when you're 8. It's fucking mental. The villagers burst into an uproar. Sacrificing someone was by all means better than letting the village be destroyed. No.
Fuck you guys. You deserve it.
You know, the fact that you're entertaining this so quickly just shows how scummy you all are. But who would it be? If it could have been anyone, one of the elder without much longer to live would have likely stepped forward. I wonder about that. But it had to be someone young, someone who could have a child. Wait, old people can have a child?
I mean, old men can have children.
Yeah, so an old dude could be the one to be the sacrifice, right? It didn't say that it had to be a man or a woman. So one of the old dudes can just be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll get someone pregnant.
I mean, the old women would be menopausal, right? So the old men, they'd still be fine. Unless,
yeah,
like,
so the old
lost
men...
their balls in a tragic accident.
Yeah, so the mayor could, I'm sure they have, like, some of them have mistresses or something.
I'm willing to bet this book that was written didn't know exactly all there was to know about human anatomy, I suppose.
I mean, the point is just that they have to have a kid. They've made the assumption that it has to be someone young, right?
Wait, didn't it say in the book?
Did it?
Well, actually, good point. He doesn't know. He could be making it the fuck up as well.
This is the thing, right? I don't know why... what do you call it? She was it Suzumiya? That?
Suzumu?
Not Suzumu, Suzunomi, right? I don't know why she was ordered to fucking rip up the page straight away. Because this guy, I don't know what this guy is coming up with. No one else has read that page.
No one else can read the page anyway.
Oh, shit. Of course, one of the sickly people couldn't bear the curse. It had to be someone healthy. Wait, what? Carl Bredex is saying, I don't think anyone would want to have the mayor's cursed child. I'm sure you could go to a brothel and get it organized.
I'm pretty certain want has nothing to do with it. Right now, it's fucking mandated by the village.
I don't think anyone would touch the mayor willingly regardless. Yeah, but they could just...
he could fucking imbue himself with the curse, be like, no, I need to have a child, else you're all fucked.
Everyone has to fuck me, because we don't know for certain if you have a child.
Also, what happens if the cursed person has more than one child?
Pretty sure it goes to the first child.
Well, fuck that guy then.
Yeah, oh, the eldest, yeah, well, you're the eldest, but also you're now fucked. Enjoy. The villagers all fell silent.
Wasn't the oldest dude to have a child like 74ish? I don't know. I'll look that up at some point. Pixel, is that how you? That's how you create a mass suicide situation. To be fair, these guys are all gonna die anyway. Let them. Fuck them. They're all dickheads.
No family could afford to offer up one of their young, even if they could, no one would volunteer to bear such a vile curse. But you are willing to fucking kill sacred... God, fuck these guys. But they had to make a decision, and by the next morning, no less.
Look at crack dealer.
As the mayor had said, they had to hold a ritual to seal the suit away by then. The necessary preparations for that were all written down on the spell's page.
みんな、村を覆ったすすをかき集めるのじゃ。
My God.
各家の長たちはわしの家へ集まっておくれ。
Time for a bear tournament.
Everyone has to gather into my house and then we'll choose the hottest chick.
生贄を決めねばならぬ。
How do you choose something like that?
You just get a bunch of straws and whoever pulls the short straw loses.
Oh, now Susan is like cursed soot? What? Why have I heard this before?
すすだになったのよ。
Susada.
さっき鹿は神聖視されているからお年寄りは鹿の肉を食べないって言ったわよね。
Yeah, but that's just the old fogies.
神聖視じゃなかったの。呪いに怯えていたのよ。
Wait,
Why would old people now be afraid?
Yeah.
鹿の肉を食べたら呪われてしまうかもしれない。
Wait, why did none of the young people know about this story? Did you only tell a certain generation who are now old?
それが長い年月の中で改ざんされていって、すすだの地名からもすすが消え、今日のすすだになった。
Yeah, they thought the problem would go away if they changed the name. Problem solved.
呪い元神社の名も祝い元神社に名を変え、過去を語り継ぐ伝承さえも書き換えてしまったのよ。
Rewriting history never happens.
どんなに過去を隠そうとしても神の怒りは永遠。邪法によって封じた呪いのすすが消え去ることはないの。
This
Well,
suit
what happened?
is everywhere.
まさかその呪いのすすが現代にも。
Yes.
そういうこと。
Said your balls.
それを受け継ぐ末裔の一人が私なの。
Wait, have you got it in your balls?
One of its inheritors? How do you know that?
Well, because she has the nightmares.
Wait a minute. Hang on. It was supposed to be just one child, but I think it's basically what's happened. What I was saying, if they have multiple kids.
It just goes to multiple kids. What? So like half the villages, half of this town has got people that are having weird nightmares from time to time.
Wait, so that means they're all related to each other in some way.
What is Ayo Kuxel? That is how you give me that suit right now. If that's and before they end up with black lung, regardless of whether the suit is gone or not. Why do you even know this? You read it on wait. Why do you even know what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You read it on 4chan or something. What's for? And then she gapes.
Shaking my head.
Nodding your head more like, yeah.
ないけれどね。いわば分家。
Alright, okay.
Then how did that happen?
Wait, so
Tell us,
Toei
Kinagata.
is Toei one from what the main family, right?
Isn't the Kurakami family the main one?
Yeah, I just have bad dreams from time to time, and I'll never be able to get married because it's the curse's problem, not mine.
Wait a minute. Toei will be the main fucking descendant, so she's the one with the main soot, right?
Yeah, and so she has to bang and have a child.
That's why they're getting him married.
That's why they're getting her married, yeah, to
that dickhead.
But also that's why when she gets possessed by the deer god, he's like, she gets
like mega horny.
I need to fuck you. I need another child to prolong the suffering.
Okay, things are starting to come together. Even like the crazy amount of mega horniness that all the characters suffer from.
Yes. So Evangelion Donut was asking Kratdir, what are you talking about in terms of where did you read this on 4chan or something? Kratdir's talking about why does the sensei know all of this? Did it? So he's referring to her knowledge of the actual.
We asked
curse.
this already, and she said people researched it, apparently.
Some people researched it. How did you get a hold of that research?
Yeah, because she's like, oh, people researched it, but then the Kurakami family suppressed the info. At which point I then ask, so why do you know?
Because she did better Google searching. So, there you go. She started using ChatGPT recently, and it basically just found all the information for her. Before 2021, so job done. For some reason, I thought I knew exactly who she meant when she mentioned the main family. Norimoto Shrine eventually became Iwaimoto Shrine, and the ones who ran it were the Kurakami.
じゃあ黒髪さんは
No, Cracktill is saying, so Suzumu's the quality suit? No, Suzumu's the male suit. The rest of them are girls.
Nah, Suzumu's suit is shit. I think Toei's got the best quality suit, because she's from the main family.
What are you talking about? She's constantly nearly dying, unless she holds a doll.
Yeah, because she's got the good suit. As in, like, the best suit that will curse you all.
The one
Top
that'll
quality.
actually kill you.
The top... I like a woman that can kill me with her suit.
I love it when soot actually kills me.
I love
Cancer, come on to me.
I love thick black sticky soot. There you go.
そうトイちゃんは1000年前の六神彦の命の呪いを現代に受け継ぐ呪われし生贄
That's a sentence. Toei's a current sacrifice, the inheritor of Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto's curse from 1,000 years ago.
You are almost perfect.
I know.
トイちゃんが本家で私が分家つまり私たちはものすごく遠縁の親戚にあたるというわけね
I knew it. I knew it.
だから私にはわかるの
You
The
know what?
inbreeding is real.
Yeah, my dad's her dad's brother or something.
彼女が
Also, Evangeli Donut says he means the most potent soot, and that is correct.
Yes, my suit is extremely sticky and potent. Garlic X asks a question. Why is Suzumu's suit special then? Good question.
I'm fairly certain it's because he's a guy.
He's the only guy with suit.
That's what I mean. All the others are girls.
Yeah, does that mean...
In that special, only Japanese anime manga visual novel way.
No, in harem anime. Harem manga. Harem everything. Does that mean that he has to impregnate all of them?
I don't know.
Wait, including the teacher?
I mean, I'm still... I'm still wondering how it happened that multiple people got it in the first place.
And it doesn't seem to be a lot of people, it just seems to be a handful of them at least.
Yeah, I suppose, but like that means that one soot bearer was like, man, I get to have children by mandate. Yeah.
And had loads. But you'd think that the whole half the fucking place would be full of these people with this curse.
Evangeli Donut says, God, I feel this game is set in the Japanese equivalent of Kansas with all this inbreeding.
I mean, there isn't that much inbreeding because it's only like a handful of people that have this, so like they've not been doing much.
Isn't the implication that all the people from this 1,000-year-old village are still here, like descendant-wise?
Or these people are here from that. I mean,
Where's the
plenty of
rest of
people would
them?
have left. Maybe they just died young, having weird nightmares about being in Alice in Wonderland or some shit.
That's just Kanae.
Well.
Oh, by the way, I looked into the Sech King scene. We got a censored version.
What?
You know the Sech King scene?
Yes.
The one that was deeply uncomfortable?
Yes.
Right, so that was censored in this English version.
What?
You know how it said it was injecting like her leg and that wasn't happening in the Japanese version. I'll just say that. What I'll say is what we thought it was is what it was in the Japanese version.
How did you find this out? Did you see it?
No, I looked it up. on a wiki, but I didn't read the Japanese version, so I suppose I haven't confirmed it. But I'm willing to bet it's true.
Wait,
It's apparently the only censorship in this game.
can I uncensor it?
You want to? It's just the text is different.
Oh.
The scene itself plays out the same.
Oh. Nah, it's for the best. We knew it was basically going on.
I mean, it was close enough for us to be freaking out when it happened anyway.
I knew what that was. I mean,
Yeah.
anyway. Well. Booming music, out of sync singing, microphone feedback, bursts of flashing light. What the fuck are we doing
The
at
good
karaoke?
times.
Have you
Don't you
been to
remember?
it? What?
You don't remember? Dickhead guy invited Toei over here?
Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about that. That large room in the karaoke club was full of odious enthusiasm. Have you ever been to a karaoke bar?
I can't sing.
So, that's literally the prerequisite for going to one. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've been to a karaoke bar. Definitely not one in Japan. Not those type.
I have played SingStar with my brother at your house.
Yeah. Fuck, that was a long time ago. I think I have those microphones somewhere.
You still have the mics.
They'll be somewhere in a fucking random box.
We should play SingStar again at some point.
Is SingStar still a thing? Sorry, people.
No.
We're going down some old. Is it SingStar? God, that was a thing. And then it
Are
didn't.
you actually looking it up?
Yeah, no, it was only PS4. SingStar stopped being a thing. Interesting.
Welcome to the Tone Deaf Club, Kuxel. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm surprised that there is no SingStar equivalent.
You mean modern? I don't think it was a fad at the time.
People still
Also,
like
I
going
suppose-
karaoke and all that shit.
I also suppose there must be some sort of app for it rather than a console game.
Yeah. I think there's an open source equivalent to SingStar Online. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That large room in the karaoke club was full of odious enthusiasm. The 10 members of Sho Kaminuma's delinquent group were clamouring about. Platters of fried chicken, mountains of French fries, and cups of overflowing drinks were lined up all across the table.
Now you're talking.
It was too much for even 10 people. Why did they
That's what you
overorder?
think.
Not to mention too extravagant for students who should have had very little in the way of income.
Who cares?
Wait, he's rich though, isn't he?
He actually said ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
あ、俺コーラにフランクフルト。あと漬物とか頼んじゃっていいっすか？
Oh, I know why
Okay.
these guys hang around with him now.
なんだよ漬物って。お前しびーな。
What?
I mean, it's a karaoke bar, it's not that much different in terms of ordering food. Oh, you're so funny.
おめえらも何でも好きなもん頼めや。金ならいくらでもあんだからや。
That's good to know that you're rich and a plonker.
もっとハゲチーノじゃんじゃん歌え。曲
Thanks for the heads up. I've actually gone to the Vocalux website now. I'll get that later.
Wait, what? Vocalux. Oh, I mean, that's the first thing that comes up in the search. Sing your favourite songs. Free and open source singing game. Inspired by SingStar and the great Ultrastar Deluxe project. 6 players to sing along with music you might want in order. Oh my god. Kuxel. We should do this on a stream.
Oh, I'm not doing it on stream, mate.
Oh,
What's
come
wrong
on,
with
that'd be great. Either way, we should do this. Whether we record it or not.
俺はよ、このイカれた大騒ぎが大好きなんだよ。あの曲が切れた時の沈黙が耐えらんねえんだよ。
This reminds me, I don't know why, just because rich people spend loads of money. There was a guy from, I don't know where, he was like Southeast Asia? I don't know where he was from exactly, maybe in South Korea. But he was able to fool like some Middle Eastern country to like give loads of money for him and create a fund. And he he was able to dupe a lot of people into like investing in this fund and made the fund sound like it was a government fund for a rich Middle Eastern country. Was it Singapore?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, anyway, right. That fund had hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in it, and he was just pissing it away. He was throwing shit tons of parties. So this, I think, the 2010s, the around that time, like this guy was like living the life of Gatsby, and he was just having these massive parties, and he would like hire out. You can pay for like Paris Hilton and people like that to like come to your party if you give them enough money. One sec.
What the fuck? Man just suddenly disappeared. Well, in the meantime, I'll have a look. Okay, so Evangelidon says he's either rich or he transports shabu for the Yakuza. He's supposed to be from a big family. I don't know. I can't remember. This guy is such a waste man, though. Nah, we're not good at singing, mate. Trust.
Sorry,
you don't want to hear us singing. Yep, welcome back.
Wait, what are you saying?
I was just going through the chat.
Wait, who's saying about singing? What are you talking about? I'm sure you're great at singing. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, this guy was basically, and he hired people like, he was trying to get all sorts of like rich, either like singers or whatever, models and stuff, and it was mental. He ended up spending like hundreds of millions of dollars from this fund, and he eventually got caught for it, but he's just like on the run and they can't get him. But he spent a shit ton of, like, he was involved with like high level, was it the Prime Minister or whatever of Singapore or whatever country it was. I can't remember the specific country, if it's like Singapore or Indonesia or something like that, or Malaysia. I need to look it up. But that guy was corrupt as hell as well, and he was in on it, and it was like this massive thing. They spent a shit ton of the money, a shit ton of people's, like the taxpayers' money, and it's mental, man. So yeah, living the life of Gatsby on other people's stolen money, and he's still not been caught for it. So I think he's actually like hiding in China, because I think he is his family are like originally Chinese, but they, either his father or something like that had moved to like Malaysia or something like that at one point. So he's hiding out there. Crazy. Yeah, as long as you keep paying. Fuck. Cho always had 10,000 yen bills in his wallet. From time to time, he'd use that vast amount of money to treat his followers to parties at the karaoke bar club. But in actuality, Sho rarely sang. He would always bury the table in more food than he could eat and let his lackeys go to town. To him, sitting back on the furthest sofa and looking out on it all with the presence of a boss was the greatest ego trip there was. Is this what...
Do you know what? This guy really does just want to be a Yakuza boss or something.
He's like, look, I've paid these people to hang around with me and sing badly at karaoke. I am a boss. God. Crouching low at Sho's feet was none other than Toei.
Oh no.
No doubt she was going along with his sick tastes again.
Nah, that's one way of putting it.
Here we go, guys. What you've all been waiting for. She licked his bare toes with her slender tongue.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why Toei just does this and doesn't
like curse him or anything.
I'm going to protect my bride-to-be's chastity by having her lick my toes.
Have you ever thought of like maybe not doing that?
And having,
what a gentleman.
Not only that, but you know, just to be extra gentlemanly, having her lick and suck my toes in front of a bunch of strange men she doesn't know. Because that is the type of gentleman I am. Sho, whatever the fuck his name is.
A supreme gentleman. I don't know what his name is. All I know is Sho.
Dickhead. His surname is Dickhead. Sho Dickhead. Yeah, because you probably can't get anyone. Join my club. how the hell did you snag one of those this early? What? Who talks like this?
お前知らねえの。一目惚れだよ。こいつの一目惚れ。
Evangeli Donut says she gets off on the humiliation of others. Oh, sorry, Sho gets off on the humiliation of others. Also, it's not dickhead, it's bitch. Sho bitch.
That works for me.
なんかよ、ある日突然、黒髪家から俺ん家に電話があったんだよ。
Oh, actually, to
娘が
explain
俺に
this.
一目惚れしたから、お見合いしてくんねえかってよ。
I don't believe this for a second.
I think it might be because she like literally kisses his ass, and she
Not
gets the
literally,
fear.
well.
Yes, probably literally, and she gets the fear when he's like, "I'm gonna break it off," and I think it's because he's got the he's a descendant, and so she's being forced by the god possessing her to
yeah.
want him.
なあ、おめえの一目惚れなんだよな。
Well,
That is the face of someone who's dead inside and has been for a long, long time.
what a happily almost married bride.
At the age of 16.
17?
Yeah,
something like
good
that.
times.
はい翔様
Show Sama, holy crap.
すげえそんなことってマジであるんすね
Mate, you've seen her continuously suck on this guy's toes. Why are you surprised by this?
まあ
These guys are fucking idiots. We know that
会うまで
already.
は割と浮かれてたんだわ。
I felt like I was the hottest shit in the world till I met her. What?
何
Till you
しろ
met her.
黒髪家ってこの辺りじゃ結構知られた金持ちなんだろ。
Okay.
うち親が不動産屋やってんすけど黒髪家はマジパネっすよ
Why does the family not give a fuck about her, the things that this guy's making her do? I remember her dad being a complete bitch to Suzumu,
yeah.
right? He's like, don't fucking talk to her, ah! And like this guy's like, bend down and suck my toes. What the fuck? Like,
この辺りで商売やるときは黒髪に挨拶がねえとシャレになんないって言ってましたもん
yeah, this dude, this
だよな。そんな大物の金持ちのご令嬢が俺に一目惚れってんだからそりゃ浮かれるだろ。
I love that respect he has for the family.
で会ってみたら頭のネジがぶっ飛んでるイカレ女だったわけだけどよ。
It's good to know that he really appreciates her.
どうか亀沼正殿とのご婚約を切にご検討願いたい。
Kamenuma. Okay.
Or maybe the family have just said that it was love at first sight because they've detected the bullshit in him, and have just like, you have to marry him.
How would they have detected it?
I don't know, magic powers. My folks were at a total loss for words. Same went. Oh my! I don't want to talk as this fucking asshole. Same went for me. Who wouldn't be with these people asking me to marry the daughter?
実は娘は遺伝的な持病があり長くは生きられません。
That's one way of putting it.
あれの母も祖母も30を迎えるまでに亡くなりました。
Holy shit!
30. Finally. Now we know.
And it's the girls that are affected. That's weird. I thought it would be the guys.
トエもおそらくはせいぜいあと10年ほどしか生きられないでしょう。
Oh my god. This is so shit.
And so she'd love to spend it with your son.
Sucking his toes in front of his dumbass lackeys in a karaoke bar while he listens to them sing really badly and buys them loads of food. Ryukushi, what the fuck? When I heard that, my first thought was, give me a break, man. That's some shit out of a crappy TV show. Basically, their daughter wouldn't last long, so they want me to marry her before she kicked the bucket, because she fell for me at first sight. I got the picture.
I always love your scumbag Sonic voice.
This guy, I don't want to give him a decent. I don't want to just do my normal voice because he's such a dick.
It's perfect. It really is perfect. Right, Evangeli Donut says, "Oh, is Leech enough to I hope he stabs it. Oh, she stabs his happy ass." Yeah.
Maybe if they punch trees every day, they'd live a long and healthy life. Maybe. Crack Dealer saying,
says so. Sensei's under 30. Maybe.
I mean. I mean, I'm still into Sensei. I don't care what age she is. If she was over 30, it'd be kind of cooler, but she's under 30. Probably. She does have that. She's not super jaded with life yet. She's still kind of like joking about and stuff. I feel like that's a thing that people do in their 20s. It's harder to do in your 30s when you've experienced too much life. Sounds like an interesting story, yeah? But in reality, it felt like a total pain in the ass. The Kurokamis were way too formal for my taste. I love my freedom, and I'd be damned if I were tied down. That's the kind of guy I am. You know that? You all know that, yeah? So I told Toya's old man how it was. I don't get what your deal is, but it sounded like a real pain, so I'll pass. Oh, but I ain't dumb. I worded it way nicer than that. Ha 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 ha. But even then, he would give up. He said if I got engaged to his daughter, there'd be bucket loads of money in it for me. I'm talking hundreds of millions of yen here. My folks and I couldn't believe it.
もちろん、翔殿の大切な人生をお借りするのです。これくらいは当然と思っております。
We will be having Master Show's precious life on loan. What the fuck is that sentence?
Please spend your 20s with my daughter and here's shitloads of money. Like, in all honesty, I don't blame him for taking this deal. It's fucking incredible.
I hate all of this. I fucking hate all of
this.
What the fuck is wrong with these people? They should. Do you know what?
This is really bad.
Do you know what they should just do? They should just annihilate this family here now. End of this problem, right?
Then the whole village will die.
Oh
and
no!
You wouldn't want that to happen, now would you?
Not the village. Oh, what a fucking... Let me just play the smallest violin in the world for them.
I think we've already established that the village fucking deserves it.
He brought a big-ass attaché case stuffed with bills. My folks looked like they were about to pass out any sec. I couldn't even think straight. The power of money is some real shit. Yeah, they had a...
He just had a fucking attaché case.
He's like, here... let me pay you to marry my daughter.
Was there just like a fucking thing on the wall where it said, in case of emergency, break glass? They do that in the fucking suitcases in there.
Yes, like they'll be scouring the lands for a suitable person for Toy to marry, right? And so as soon as they finally like, break glass, give them cash, take my daughter, here's some cash. The girl I'd written off as some whack job suddenly looked like the prettiest girl in the world at that moment. She'd be a fine piece of ass, so long as she kept her mouth shut. On top of that, I only had to put up with her for a few years till she bit.
So that's why he has to suck his toes.
No, that doesn't explain this toe sucking. That just explains why he's not that bothered about it, sees it as a temporary arrangement. That does not translate straight away to suck my toes.
She'd be a fine piece of ass so long as she keeps her mouth shut.
All that money would be mine, and all I had to do was play along with this guy's bizarre engagement game. At that moment, my mind was completely made up.
もしご承諾いただけるのでしたら、当方からお願いしたいことがございます。婚礼の件です。高校を卒業と同時に直ちに婚礼を挙げていただきたく存じます。
Why is the marriage so important?
So that they can have a child properly and not out of wedlock.
Who gives a
They're
fuck?
an
They're
old
literally
They're an
selling
old
their
traditional
daughter-
family.
They're literally selling their fucking daughter to a goddamn scumbag, right?
They're an old traditional family. They need to appear correct, okay?
Fuck all of them.
そして生まれた最初の子を当家の養子にいただきたいのです。
What?
Yeah, there
Okay,
we go.
that's when you go, alright, that's what all this money's for. It all clicked together at that point. So what the Kurakamis really wanted was a successor. Their daughter would die without having a kid if she kept sending her ass around. And they couldn't let that happen. So they decided to capitalize on her love at first sight and came up with this messed up proposal. Oh.
But then
俺は速攻 OK したってことや。
But one thing, like, I suppose he doesn't really give a shit when I think about it, but it means that child will also be cursed to have a 30-year lifespan.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know. I mean, they
And
said
he wouldn't
that.
give a
They
fuck.
said that's genetic, and they said that her grandmother, her mother, and herself are suffering from this.
So Garlic Bread X, well, Crack Dealer is saying, "Where's the blob? I need him. He always drops at
Not
the
here,
perfect time."
unfortunately.
Garlic Bread X says, "But of all families, why this assholes?"
Here's the it's the only explanation.
Or he is,
or she's mistaken.
she thinks he's no, but she knows that Suzumu has the suit.
Corruption.
Yeah, so
こいつは何が何でも後継ぎを産まなきゃならねえんだ。俺には逆らえねえ。
actually, she met him after she was engaged to this dick, so that might have been the issue. She might have chosen
She
him
also
first.
said you're too late.
500 years, no, 1,000 years.
1,000 years too late.
I mean, you were getting it on 1,000 years ago, so I don't know what you were talking about.
Mitsu, what the fuck happened?
Right, so I'm pretty sure that Sho's family are not that well off. They have like stuff, but they're not, and so
You know, I can't blame Sho. He got given a fucking incredible offer. From his perspective, it makes so much sense.
Look. Okay,
He's still a prick.
Look,
I'm not saying he's not.
We'll give him the best. Look, I'm not criticizing him particularly for choosing to marry Toy.
No, I
right?
understand. For
Yeah.
his treatment of her, yeah, he's absolutely terrible.
May he die a million deaths slowly. Fuck this guy.
Sucking the toes off the old village elder.
Yeah, may he suck the gnarliest, crustiest fungus-ridden toes for an eternity.
んで卒業したら、こいつの結婚ごっこに付き合ってよ。ガキができるまでやりまくりよ。
Phrasing.
No, there's no mistaken phrasing there. That's literally what he's saying.
何しろガキは向こうが引き取るってんだ。俺には何の後腐れもねえ。
Yep.
すっげえ話っすね。
Do you know, I think one of the... I'm not going to say it's a failing, but there is a thing with some of these Ryukushi stuff is very, like, when you get bad guys, I don't know if it's all the bad guys, but you get bad guys, they are so bad. There's nothing, it's not grey, right? There's certain characters that are just, like, complete utter dicks that you just, like, fuck them. And I feel like maybe there's a bit too much of that sometimes in stories.
But here's the thing, right? I mean, you say this guy's a scumbag, and that's true. But you can't say he doesn't have a faint, at least some hint of reality to him.
Yeah, he's living in reality.
He does have a cartoonish sort of edge, but you could see someone like this.
What? Let's carry on.
一目ぼれ万歳だぜ。イケてる面に生まれてきたことを親に感謝しねえといけねえな。
So the issue, I think, when I think about it a bit is, it's not that it's not that he feels this way that's the issue. It's just how he's bragging about all these things. Most people would just be like, yeah, this is how I think, this is what I feel. Like, yes, I'm getting this money, I'm just gonna take this person for all the money I can get, blah blah blah. It's the fact that he is super boasting about all the scumminess.
Again, he's a braggart at school.
Well, I hope he gets his comeuppance. Let's see where this goes.
Evangeli Donut agrees with me.
お前、俺のことが好きで好きで仕方ねえんだよな。
I agree, Evangeli Donut, that teenagers are complete dicks. Children, especially teenagers, are absolutely insufferable as an adult. But it also sucks to be a teenager, which I think part of the reason why a lot of them are so insufferable is that kind of thing where you're almost an adult, but you don't have any of the rights of an adult, and it's also a sucky time to be a human, going through the puberty and all that shit. But also on top of that, they're extra shitty. So yes, but I'm not going to. We've got, what's his name? What's greater?
Where the fuck is he?
Natsuya? Is that Natsuya? Natsuya.
He's got nothing to do with this right now.
But he is also the same age as Sho, and he is a great man. So, you know, I'm not going to attribute his shittiness to being a teenager. There, he is just a shit person. Garlic Bread X brings a good point. I don't think his disregard for human life will go away as an adult, though. Yes.
Evidently not. It ain't gonna suck itself.
初めて翔様をお見かけした時から、トエは翔様の虜です。
マジで？はは、イケメンはつれえわ。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just patience. Woosha.
You take a take a deep breath. Carry on.
And don't punch my computer screen. Sho jeered as he hawked up some spit.
それ、なめろよ。
What? Ugh, come on.
一目惚れした翔様の唾だぞ。ありがたくなめられるよな。
That's insanitary. That's your limit. He's been asking her to suck and lick his nasty ass toes this whole time, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't been going there and making sure they were cleaned up beforehand. And this is your that's
all right.
insanitary.
You're right. You are right. You are right. But I have a problem with things like spit and that. I'm like, no, fuck off.
It's interesting what different people's limits are. Like I would say, yeah, spit is bad, but also licking someone's fungus, nasty.
I'm not saying that's fine. I'm just saying I have a special issue with fucking spit. All right.
Where's I'm surprised Loopy's not commenting at this. I am suffering, crack dealer. Toei nodded, crouched before Sho's spit, and licked it off the floor with her tiny tongue. Why do you have to tell me it's a tiny tongue, and why do we have to have the sound effect?
I need to drink.
翔様の唾。
It's lingering on this too much. Move on.
What's my fucking complaint? Sho cackled and basked in self-satisfaction. His followers gulped at this perverted scene.
Man, even they think it's fucked up.
曲を切らすんじゃねえよ。
すんません。おい、リモコン取れよ。
Why would they be scared of him? He's basically just a... It's not like he's a big tough guy. He's just a pussy with money.
He's got money, I suppose.
That's it,
Angeli Donut says, to be fair, I absolutely abhor the feet thing. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, some people might disagree with you on that. But I do as well.
Oh, shush.
Where's Gura when you need her? His followers hastily resumed the party. Sho clicked his tongue as he watched Toei continue to lick the floor.
てめえなんざ人間じゃねえ。犬だ。
And you are fucking despicable for treating her like one. He kicked Toy with his heel.
Can we see this one die again?
Do you know why is you're right? This is lingering far too long in this fucking asshole. Do you remember the Higanbana episode where the girl that was being bullied?
Yeah.
And I think it was on the bus or something.
Oh yeah!
I was losing my shit just watching that. Right?
Oh man, that one really fucking got to me as well.
I can't even remember what happened. I just remember being enraged. The comeuppance came, but I was just like, fuck these people. But anyway, the Japanese doll,
I just want to point out, Higanbana tomorrow is the premiere. Pretty good one.
Cracked is saying, ha, oi, no, don't do that, do what? The Japanese doll she was always carrying fell to the floor at that moment. She frantically picked it up. Her father had made one other request to show that he couldn't comprehend for the life of him. He'd asked for him to overlook the doll she always carried and not ask any questions about it. He's jealous of a doll? She's literally licking your fucking... Back to the teacher! Oh my god, let me... Wait, how do I... No, don't do that. What is it? Backspace. No!
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to hide the thing.
Spacebar!
Oh my god. Let me just look at the teacher for a second. Oh, teacher, make me feel better. That sucked balls. Anyway.
人は誰しも程度の差はあるけど、霊的な防御力を持っている。それがなくなるというのはどういうことだと思うかしら?
All of a sudden they'd be screwed. Crack Dealer has an interesting quote, potentially from the dad. You can make my daughter lick your toes all you want, just don't touch her doll.
That's garlic bread eggs.
Sorry, garlic bread eggs.
例に襲われやすくなるとか。
そういうことね。私はそれを霊による障害、霊障と呼んでいるわ。
Spirits are akin to bacteria drifting in the air. They're invisible, inaudible, and ineffective against a sound body. But the body is unable to fight them off when it's tired or sick. You know how sometimes you might catch a cold that otherwise would have been no cause for concern? Hauntings are the same. They strike when you grow emotionally unstable or weak. When all that adds up, your spiritual defenses lower, making you easy fodder for spiritual meddling. Have you ever had daydreams when you were tired or spacing out? Some of those were the result of spirits messing around with you. For people of sound mind, though, that's all they are. Daydreams. But when your spiritual defenses are low, they can turn into nightmares, inviting temptations from spirits. You've heard stories...
the Sech King.
Yeah, because they all have mental health
issues, yeah.
Yeah, basically they're yes, mental health issues, to just kind of like give it an umbrella term. Weakening their kind of mental state and therefore inviting, I'm assuming, these spirits to kind of wreak havoc on them. You've heard stories every year about kids who can't get used to a new environment and jump right into trains, haven't you?
Right in front of trains.
I've never heard it said like that. A kid who can't get used to a new environment then jumps right into train.
That's a nice way of saying they couldn't keep up with the work that was expected of them.
But it's not necessary. I mean, I feel like that encompasses more than just the workload. It's like they're not able to adjust for... There could be any reason, like new school, they don't integrate well with the class socially. They're just not able to get used to it for the disconnect or whatever from leaving their friends and life behind in the previous school. Cracked Ear saying, "Get good, Ash." Wait, about what? Amongst them are unfortunate victims who are tempted by hauntings. That happened to... That happened to Subakiko, or Subakiko, sorry, in the beginning of the game. Do you remember she was on the thing and there was temptations to jump onto the track?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Wait, I'm just... so I have some of the suit within me as well. Are you asking me to suck the suit out of you, miss?
Far worse than the average person.
I would imagine she might wake up screaming at points. Is this part of the reason? Is this part of the reason why she's not able to like have a long-term relationship? I wonder. That
wakes up screaming. Arrow must be the Arrow. Pitiful teacher. Arrow doesn't get married.
I'm willing to give her a chance. I can cure her.
Don't say that.
I shouldn't say that.
Don't say that.
I can fix her.
Don't say that.
Sorry, I don't mean that. Hauntings appear most frequently in adolescence, the most emotionally volatile period of most people's lives. Oh god, it was one hell of a time, but also a kind of awesome time. Even those with normal spiritual defenses are easily prone to hauntings then. Many people with a fascination toward the occult in adolescence got their start from the sense of mystique they had for their own hauntings.
霊障というのはどんなものなんですか?
一言で言ってしまえば、何の予告もなく突然始まる悪夢のような白チュームね。我に返れば、それが白チュームだったと気づけるのだけれど、タッチの悪いことに、ほとんどの場合、いつから悪夢が始まっていたのか、全くわからないの。
That just seems like most nightmares to me.
Yeah, most dreams, nightmares are like that. As for recent hauntings, right? Take Susuda Station. It's not a big station, yet it's been known as a suicide hotspot, right? Don't know why she keeps ending her sentence with right.
Nah.
Yeah, I suppose it makes more sense in Japanese. It just seems a bit off kilter in English. The spirits there must have called out to them. On that day, I was waiting for a train. Then, all of a sudden, I heard an office worker talking on the phone or something nearby. I was bored and had nothing better to do, so I listened in. What I heard was disturbing. She was talking about how it was okay to just jump onto the tracks and reset everything if you fell at the end of your rope. But disturbing as it was, the more I listened, the more fascinating I found it. Then suddenly, I realised that it was almost as though she were talking to me instead. Next, I saw a blue sky under the train platform. There was a lush field at the bottom of it. At that moment, I remember thinking how wonderful it would feel if I were to be sucked right into it.
その時、たまたま誰かに肩をぶつけられ、我に返ったの。我に返って初めて、直前までのそれらが霊障による白チュームであると気づくのよ。
I know this is bad, but I keep thinking of that Eminem meme. Snap back to reality.
Lyrics.
Yeah, there's a meme where it's like you'll see a clip and someone's like, and then it's like you snap back and it's Eminem snap back to reality being played or something.
もし肩をぶつけられていなかったら。
考えるのも恐ろしいわね。
It's interesting because like the in the subject of suicide, I've heard that a lot of times it's not necessarily that the person has pre-planned it.
No, it's like a spur of the moment.
Yeah. Which this kind of ties into the way they've come up with this kind of reasoning, right? That it kind of ties into that type of it just happens. It was not something necessarily planned, but they get hauntings or whatever that kind of urges them to do something.
Just on the topic of hauntings, I just want to address this. Evangelie Donut says the doll is probably her security blanket in order to keep her from freaking out and shutting down from a haunting. Yeah, we've seen this in the story, actually. They have said that the dolls protect her from...
Because she's got so much soot, she attracts a shit ton of demons.
Bullshit.
And that...
Yeah.
Barbie, that doll is supposed to it absorbs it all.
There's a whole bunch of dolls in the shrine where she is, and like we've
where
seen
she just
that.
chills, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that. The more damage the dolls take, the more she gets affected by the curses. So yeah.
It's like a barrier for soot or a substitute for soot's effect on them. Something like that, yeah. There was one time where I got hit by a moped because a haunting tricked me into running out onto the street during a red light. Oh wow.
あれがもし大型トラックだったら、私はここにいないでしょうね。
No, you would have just woke up. Yeah, I was just gonna say, you just woke up in another world.
Isekai truck!
A truck-kun! God, animes ruined me.
死に引きずり込んでくるような霊障は幸いにも稀よ。ほとんどの霊障は単に不気味だったりグロテスクだったりで不快なだけ。
Okay, I mean that is better, I suppose.
まあ、その不快なだけというのでも十分に答えるんだけれどね。
Even if a sane person only had a nightmare once in a while, they would still wake up to find themselves drained of both strength and spirit. So it wouldn't be hard to imagine how tiring it would be to go through that sort of thing on a daily basis.
成人すれば次第に収まっていくけれどね。とにかく思春期が一番辛いのよ。
Oh, they gradually weaken the older you get. That's a saving grace, I suppose.
彼女たちが傍目にはぼんやりしているだけにしか見えなくても私には分かったの。
They're having horrible nightmares.
Is this just an allegory for puberty?
私と同じ呪いのすすを封じた。
Everything is a fucking allegory for puberty when it's stuff to do with teenagers, man.
And getting super horny.
Everything can be related to that because that is the biggest that's the biggest change. It's like a transformation, isn't it? Massive transformation from quote unquote innocence to I like girls or whatever the fuck. Changes of the body, changes your voice, hair, all sorts of, like, it's a weird transformation. So yes, this is probably that. A bit of that. What's the chat saying? Yeah, that's why I didn't fully explain. Honestly, Iwaihime Donut saying, honestly, anime needs to go back to the old 30 to 50 episode format.
They kind of are, just in seasons. That's why we got like fucking Attack on Titan seasons. What is it? Final season, part 3, part 2 coming up.
Fuck off.
But if you just look at the total number of episodes, it's like, I don't know, fucking 60 or 70 maybe. Hero Academia just announced a new season. Season 7 of full fucking seasons.
I know, damn, I've only watched up to like season 3 or 4.
3. Yeah, same. Demon Slayer's got a new season coming.
I'm watching the current season of Demon Slayer. The sword.
I have not watched it yet.
I'm watching it, so I think I'm almost caught up. I think was it 11, 12 episodes or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but they just sort of split out these type of like episode numbers just across seasons, taking a break for production, and I think that's a pretty decent way of doing it.
Yeah,
it guarantees a bit more quality at the very least.
Well,
unless you end up with Dragon Ball Super and that horse shit.
What's ever happened with that? Like that stopped and then never started up again. Is there not any more manga for it, or?
There's plenty of manga now.
Maybe they're working on it.
No, I don't see that. I don't think there's really a point to it. Like, they make movies now to animation. You know, those Dragon Ball movies are doing quite well.
They are. Suppose I can't complain. I watched the last one that came out. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Crack Dealer is saying Ash wouldn't get it. He just spawned like that. Yes, I did. I just spawned into adulthood. What is puberty? What is it to be a teenager or a child? I don't know. Shut it, don't talk about anime. I don't want to remember. What, you don't want to remember anime? Oh my god, Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3, Part 2, the sequel guide in Episode 2. Attack on Titan can fuck off with their fucking bullshit.
I think this one is actually the ending. Judging from
and I'm not even looking forward to it. Attack on Titan is like...
It just fucking dropped right off.
Yeah, and watching it now, the final season has been like having my teeth pulled out, man. I have to watch it, but I fucking hate it. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel shit. I feel dirty and horrible after watching every episode. And it's always been a shit happens type of anime, but now it's just like it's almost reveling in shit happens. So yeah, no spoilers though. Evangelii Donut saying it really depends, as there are a number of anime that aren't able to condense the story down to a single 11 to 12 episode season. True. Crackdy's like, how much I have to catch up? Oh, with Attack on Titan.
Well, since we're talking about anime, I just want to fucking point out, I've been talking about this for a bit already, but not here. But fucking Hideo Kojima live tweeted or live streamed going out with apparently one of the guys from Death Stranding, and it's like a sort of date-like thing. They're wearing matching Licorice Recall t-shirts and everything. And then they went to Forbidden Planet, and then they met with Jeff Keighley.
Oh, where was this? In America?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Forbidden Planet. I just assumed Forbidden Planet was a UK thing. I didn't know it was an American.
They went to Forbidden Planet. The fucking Licorice Recall t-shirts are amazing.
I need to watch that. I've not watched that either. Fuck. Yeah, Hideo Kojima's tweets are sometimes interesting.
Well, Licorice Recall is now trending on Twitter, thanks to that.
Our man Kojima bigging up the animes.
先生の他にも生贄の末裔がいるんですね。まさか。
They're all related.
We're all brothers and sisters?
消失した古文書の写しによるとね。昔、
Wait, how would you know then?
生贄に呪いの負担がかかりすぎて、子を産む前に死んでしまいそうになったんですって。
Yeah, how do you know about this if it got burnt?
その時、秘術によって生贄のすすを5つ子に分けたと伝えられるの。
Quintuplets!
Oh shit! Not Yotsuba!
Well.
So, what, was everyone having just one sacrifice at one point and then this...
So the sacrifice had quintuplets.
Right. So I think it does follow the firstborn. And because the firstborn was 5, it got spread.
1 of 5. So it still got spread, but the firstborn gets most of it.
残りの3人の末裔が誰か、もう想像がついてるわね。
No, who could it be? I wonder. Nah, I don't know.
じゃあ、シャチホコ部というのは
They're actually
It's actually a family reunion.
5人の末裔が同じ学校にいるなんて、これはある種の奇跡だわ。
Yeah, also the same
Also
place.
incredible that there's only one descendant from each line.
私はシャチホコ部を作り、彼女たちを集めたの。少しでも霊障を和らげてあげることができないかって思ってね。
Did you achieve that? No. Hiko, Minobe, Riria.
Alright, Evangelii Donut says Forbidden Planet. It's a shop that's like based on nerd culture, shall we say.
Wait.
Comics. What?
Is Forbidden Planet is an American company, right?
I don't know. I've only really known about the ones in the UK.
Just check this. UK and worldwide cult entertainment. Oh, the world's largest and best known comic blah 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 entertainment relay. Alright, they must be worldwide then. Store locate, let's see. London, Birmingham, Bristol, blah blah blah, Croydon, These are all in the UK, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, they went. Kojima's in New York, so.
Let's see. Oh, that's a different. It looks like a different company called Forbidden Planet, which does the same shit.
Same thing.
But it's a different type of branding. Interesting. I'll need to look into this. I don't know if it looks like two separate companies. But anyway. They were all descendants of the original sacrifice to the cursed suit. And Miss Hinigata ran the infirmary. She must have realized some of the students she treated were suffering from hauntings. It really was quite the miracle.
じゃあ、キコちゃんも霊障を。
Do you know, Miss Hinagata reminds me of the nurse from Higanbana.
ちょくちょく保健室を訪れていたわ。
In that she knows more than she's letting on.
Yeah.
And, like, is probably kind of somehow helping people without us knowing how.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, whereas that teacher seems to be more... Sorry, teacher.
Laid back.
That nurse. Yeah, she's more laid back, but she also seems to have her shit together more. She seems like she seems to be like on the offense of all the weird shit that's happening. She's in control of it. Whereas Hinagata's like, oh my god, there's a lot of weird shit happening. I'm just trying to like do what I can. Also,
well, she thought the best idea was to have her student go around and touching people.
Touch them, and if you make them feel magic,
touch them again.
Touch them again in their special place. And if you get arrested, I don't know who you are.
美濃部さんも布川さんもわけのわからない白チュームで辛い。これは何かの病気なのかと言ってね。でも今は少なくとも3人についてはだいぶ霊障も和らいだと思うわ。
霊障は抑える方法があるんですか？
あるわ。一番効果的なのは徳を得ること。
The LCSC performed community service.
Wow, this curse really does suck.
And by contributing to society, you receive thanks from others.
良い行いや人々の尊敬や感謝を得ると、人は幾ばくかの霊的防御力を得られるの。
Fuck
心の
that.
行いって言い方があるでしょ？
I've never heard that expression.
良い行いをする人は運気に恵まれ、悪い行いをする人は運気を失う。
What, like Sho? Sho seems to be doing quite well for himself.
つまり、大昔の人は良い行いが霊的な力を宿すと知っていたんですね。
そういうこと。つまり、霊障には社会奉仕活動が一番効果的というわけ。
With that, I understood why the LCSC existed.
At that point, I'd be like, fuck this curse, I'm just going to go out.
And die. But wait, what did that mean for Natsu and me? Kiko and I were related, though distantly. Did that mean I had the cursed suit in my body too?
それはないわ。
You know,
呪いのすすは最初の子供にすべて引き継がれるの。
But he's the firstborn child.
だから、
Oh
す
wait.
すはらくんには呪いは引き継がれていないわ。
But he's...
hold on a second, he's related to Kiko, who's a fucking descendant.
Yeah, but if he's related to Kiko, and it depends on how he's related, because only the firstborn can get it. But yeah, so he can potentially still have it. I don't think she knows he's related. No, I don't know.
もちろん、ゼロというわけではないだろうけれど、それでも微量の問題ない量だと思うわ。
Oh, Sensei, how wrong you are.
Yeah, she doesn't know that he's filled to the brim with sticky black suit.
では、どうして僕と夏くんを？
Yeah, why not see?
私が霊障に苛まれていたとき、すすはらくんとあつたくんの二人がやってきたら、霊障が晴れたの。
Maybe you have the hots for Suzume?
そんな経験は初めてだった
Oh
わ。
my god, this music.
Yes.
あなたたち二人のどちらかに不思議な力があるのではないかと思ったの。
It was love at first sight.
そしておそらく、その力はあなたにあったよね。あなたが修行しているという親善武術。それのおか
Oh,
げですよね。
fuck off.
Are we really gonna make him
Fuck
punching
off.
trees like the fucking core of this whole goddamn story? The divine tribute style was a sacred thing dedicated to God. According to Miss Hinagata, that which was spiritually pure held the power to ease hauntings.
ススハラ君には霊障を和らげる力が、そして敦田君には賑やかにしてみんなを明るくする力が。
Well, Atsuta is fucking useless.
あ
Yeah.
なたたち二人のおかげで、みんなは健やかに学校生活を送ることができるのよ。
Oh, okay. So Atsuta does help because he's the
It just lifts the mood.
he's the, what do you call it, comedic
Comedy relief.
Yeah, comedy relief.
あなたたちが来てから体調はどうかとみんなに尋ねたわ。そしたら効果はてきめん。
I love how no one's falling in love with Atsuta though. They're all fucking falling in love with our man Suzumu.
Because he's got soot and Atsuta's an idiot.
白昼夢を見る数が減った気がすると。
But girls fall for the funny guy.
Also, he's always chasing Riria and she's not interested in him.
No, Riria wants Nichan to...
Suzumu, because she can't affect him apparently, because he doesn't know about her Kareen magic.
It's because he's play hard to get, and she's like, wait, he's not into me? Oh my god.
How dare you play hard to get when I'm trying to play hard to get? I'll play hard to get so you can't get me and then we'll not get each other. How's that?
God.
それが僕がシャチホコ部に招かれた理由だったんですか?
I don't know what the purpose is of having us go through this again. I get like in this timeline, she doesn't know that that this has already been said to Suzumu in a previous timeline, but still, just seems a bit.
For us, you mean?
Yeah.
こんな突拍子もない話。
疑いなんかしないです。
I believe you because you're a hot teacher, nurse.
理由もわからず、今日までずっと修行を続けてきました。
I just punch trees and I don't know why.
それがみんなの役に立てると分かったんだから、なんだか嬉しいです。
This is what makes me not like Suzumu. He just sucks and just says nice things all the time, without any personality.
信じてもらえてよかったわ。
He's just a wet noodle of a character, that's the problem.
先生がおかしなことを言い出した。PTA が大騒ぎ、学校追放なんてならないか心配だったのよ。
Help missing it. Alright, okay.
話してくださってありがとうございます。
Teacher falls in love with student, gets arrested.
僕でお役に立てることがあるなら何でも協力
Police
したい
says
です。
nice.
Nice. It do be bad like that anyway. Did you hear about one teacher? She was like, I don't know what, she was 20s or 30s, but she got her 12-year-old student. No, she got pregnant from her 12-year-old student.
I think I did hear something like this.
I think it was in Canada or America or something, right? And I was just like, I mean, she was quite an attractive woman, but also, as an adult, you go, what the fuck is wrong with you? A 12-year-old? This kid doesn't fucking... Like, what? That's fucked up, man. I know usually you go nice, but
nice.
There was a picture, they had a picture of the kid, and it was like probably the worst picture they could find of this kid, looking like a proper, just like dumbass kid with some crappy haircut, right? They may as well put a cap on him and a fucking lollipop, right? And I'm just like, oh my god, this kid, what the fuck? So yes.
あなたが来てからみんなの霊障はかなり収まってるけど。
Feels like I'm offing myself.
発作的に大きな霊障にやられてしまう時もあると思うの。そんな時、助けてあげてほしいの。
The chat saying, Bread X is saying, Atsuta is great, but nobody understands his true power.
He's holding back. He's gonna step forward at the ending and do something amazing.
See if he's like some sort of like spiritual priest that can like wipe away all the soot, and he's been like undercover the whole time, and he comes out.
He's not gonna be that. He's not gonna be that main.
I know, but if he was, it would be fucking amazing. Crack Dealer saying, what the fuck was I doing at 12? Why couldn't I get that thing? Crack Dealer, it sounds amazing, and as a 12-year-old, you'd be like, yeah, but when the reality is, no, you don't want that, it will fuck you up. You especially don't want to get someone pregnant at the age of 12.
あなたが近くに
Reality sucks, unfortunately. Also, where's my fucking hot teacher in a maid outfit? What the fuck? Life.
お安いご用です。いつでも呼んでください。
Wait, does she have his number?
僕ももっと修行に励まなくちゃ。
God.
Oh, I love that. Garlic Bread says he's going to go back to the past, feed all the villagers with great cooking, save the deers, and undo the curse.
I would love to see Atsuta do that. I wouldn't give a fuck about Suzume. I could imagine Atsuta doing that.
そうすることで
We're talking about Atsuta.
救ってあげられる人たちがいるんだから。
What are you fighting? You just punch trees all day.
That's right. I fight for my harem. I had to save them, no matter what.
なら僕には黒髪さんも救ってあげられるでしょうか。
Don't do this.
We
Don't do this.
He did this last time. You fucked up the world.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Oof.
Wait, what the fuck?
That was the game hasn't crashed. Carry on.
No, it hasn't. But
だといいのだけれど。
we tried this last time and it ended badly.
Teacher, I know people don't remember things from loops.
呪いの思想を受け継ぐ生贄の末裔の本家。きっとシャチホコブで彼女の霊障も少しは和らいでると思うけれど。
彼女はほとんどいつも心ここにあらずという感じです。
I think everyone fucking notices that, Sherlock.
あれは霊障なんですよね。
Well, maybe it's because she's being forced to marry a fucking imbecile.
Did I ruin it for Crackdeal? I think Crackdeal wanted us to talk more while that music
the
was
song
playing.
carried on. Yeah.
そうよ。昔はあれほどじゃなかったそうね。小学校の高学年になったくらいからみるみる悪化したんですって。
How awful. So she spent nearly the entire day trapped in hauntings, so bad she could barely hold a proper conversation? That was her day-to-day life?
先生、彼女がいつも抱いているあの人形は何ですか？
This is just a recap.
Yeah, I don't...
大切な意味があるように思います。
Like, we don't need to know this again.
あれは1000年前から現代に受け継がれた唯一の秘術。
Secret technique. Spirit doll.
Creepy dolls.
人間の不幸の身代わりとされてきたわ。
That's convenient.
言うなれば不幸を吸い取ってくれる脱脂麺みたいなものね。
Very absorbent cotton.
だから古い人形にはたくさんの不幸が染みついてる。人形供養というのはそういう人形に染みついた不幸を払うための儀式なのよ。
つまり黒髪さんのあの人形は自分の霊障を和らげるための。
そう。学校の子たちには呪いの人形なんて言われて怖がられているけれど。
And it is.
実際は彼女の呪い、霊障を和らげるための大切な人形なのよ。
I want a Higambana doll that dances in the nighttime and laughs at me.
What, and also can eat you up whole? I mean, I like a woman that can kill me. It seemed it wasn't an ordinary Japanese doll. It was a special doll to ward off evil, made solely for Toi Kurokami. Sadly, they only knew how to make dolls to ease the hauntings of the Kurokami family sacrifice. No one could make such a doll for Kiko and the others. Who said that?
Why not?
Uh-oh. No. Why are we in here?
Wait, did we go inside?
All of a sudden we're inside.
トエちゃんの代になってから人形の消耗が早すぎるの。引きもかなり悪くなってる。これはいい傾向ではないわ。
Things are not looking up, they're looking down.
この人形供養殿に供養されている人形、 まさか。
I took another look out at the countless stalls lining the hall.
You are so fucking slow.
They were
Suzume.
all the same size, bore the same presence, and their long black hair reminded me of Kurakami's. Okay, everyone has black hair though. People said Iwaimoto Shrine had become a doll memorial shrine, but in reality...
この人形供養殿は本来は一般の人の人形を供養するためのものじゃないの。
Oh, Crackdilla says the doll you'd let kill you, Mary, the doll from Spirit Hunter Deathmark.
Oh yeah! God, she was creepy as fuck, but also kind of...
She was creepy as fuck, but she was very charming in that one time we went out with her.
ここで供養
Did we
され
go?
ている
Oh, we took her out for a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, and she was even flirting with the main dude.
I mean, she looks nice when she's dolled up.
But she's dolled up. But she's a life-size doll, not like these little ones.
Yeah, pff. I'm not playing, was it Rosen Maiden? Not into those type of dolls that are tiny.
一般から
Oh, you want the life-size one?
受け入れするから
1-to-1 scale.
置かれない
If I'm gonna go down that seedy route of falling in love with a doll that's alive to a degree, at least make it life size.
ここに現存するものはすべて黒髪家の生贄が使った人形たちなのよ。
Oh, okay. I thought they were all going to be fucking toys. I was like, damn. There were way too many of them to even begin counting. Most of them were brand new. They must have been the ones Kurukami had used. Wait, most of them? All of them were a testament to how long she'd suffered. Now that I thought about it, she'd been on my mind from the moment I first laid eyes on her. I knew it sounded arrogant, but it felt like it was my destiny to do something about this.
Shut up, Suzume.
I can save her.
Suzume likes the broken ones.
I mean, don't we all? I finally understood what my heart had been telling me ever since I first saw her.
先生が僕に何を話したかったのか理解しました。僕にできることがあれば何でも協力させてください。
Suzuhara, I'm falling in love with you.
ありがとう。
Once she realized the nightmares that had been plaguing her when fat hauntings, Miss Hinagata had started researching them. She's just fucking explained all of this. In doing so, she traced their source back to the curse that Susuda had passed down for the last 1,000 years. What she wanted was simple: to save the descendants of the original sacrifice who were all still suffering from the cursed suit. To break the chains of the curse that had persisted for a millennium and to save them. And through the LCSC, she had finally found a way to alleviate the hauntings. But that wasn't enough. It was at that point she met me.
ススハラ君さえ良ければ、ぜひ一度ススハラ君のお父さんと話をさせてほしいの。
Oh.
ススハラ流親善武術。それにどうして霊障を抑える力が宿るのか。
It'd be so fun if his dad just made the thing up. He's like, yeah, just punch trees. And he thought it would just build muscle.
そのメカニズムが解明できれば、生贄の末裔たちを救うことができるかもしれない。
黒髪さんを救う手がかりが見つかるかもしれない。
そうね。もし親善武術を学ぶことでその力を得られるのなら。
Oh my god, Hinagata's gonna start punching trees? I need to see this.
私、ススハラ流に入門。親善武術を極める。霊障克服のみならず、親善武術部創設へ。
I don't dislike this side of the teacher.
The
ススハラ君を部
DTSC?
長に迎えちゃったりとかね。
Whoa, what is the DTSC?
She said that. I don't know what it means.
DTSC? Down to... Cut... I don't know.
Divine Tribute Style Club.
This is her divine tribute style. That is not traditional martial arts that had been passed down through my family for generations. I've been training in it my whole life, yet I never knew much about it. Perhaps now was the time to finally learn, and maybe, just maybe, I'd discover a hint towards saving Kurukami.
今日はありがとう。 長々と突拍子もない話に付き合ってくれて、そして信じてくれて。
いいえ、今は自分が役に立てることが分かって嬉しいくらいです。そしてできることなら黒髪さんも救ってあげたい。
I want to save the whole world.
その方法を私と一緒に探しましょう。
はい。
Just put me to sleep, man. Fuck
no.
these
社長
guys.
コブには行ける限り参加しようと思います。
As soon as this changes scene, I'm gonna end it there. Because
It's almost midnight as well.
yeah, I'm trying to find a good point to kind of stop it, and I was thinking of doing it when the music stopped, but no, I thought that'd be too bad.
僕がいればみんなの霊障が抑えられるんですよね。
ええ。そして誰かがひどい霊障に倒れた時には呼ぶから駆けつけてほしいの。
Suzumu, you're such a fucking lemon. We spent this whole fucking time going over information we already knew.
I know this sucks.
もちろんです。いつでも呼んでください。
黒髪さんの様子もよく見ていてほしいの。あまりに体調が悪そうだったら私に伝えてね。それから彼女の人形。
霊障を和らげる重要なものですね。
それでも霊障でぼんやりしててうっかり手放してしまうこともあるの。
その時は人形を拾って手渡してあげればいいんですね。
ええ。私も注意して見てるけど、鈴原くんもお願いね。
Wait, if he touches it, doesn't it fuck up?
万が一に
Yeah.
壊してしまうことがないように
I don't
注意し
think
てね。
this loop.
They
I
don't
don't
know
think
that.
they've realized that in this
No,
loop.
I think he, but yeah, he's
もし
don't touch it.
壊れてしまったら
Oh.
She's fucked.
彼女以外の誰にも想像もできないくらいの恐ろしい霊障が一度に彼女に襲いかかるでしょうね。
Ah, yes, we've done this a couple of times. And scene. Right. Well,
Oh no!
no, we're going to
Leave
leave
it here.
俺の言うことなら何でも聞くんだよな。
Oh my god, fuck this guy. Right, let's. I don't feel good about coming back to this scene, but let's return to the title. Right. Switch it to our faces. Well, that was a long session. That was Iwaihime. We got to find out how the village supremely fucked up, and then
Got cursed by deer monkeys.
they basically screwed over their descendants, or at least one family line of descendants, for until the end of time, which is very
They just
nice.
pinned the blame on the fucking kids. Essentially.
They pinned the responsibility on the kids.
Sorry, that's what I mean. Yes,
they
the
didn't
responsibility.
They didn't feel there was no blame. Blame for what? They didn't do anything wrong. They never accepted that they did anything wrong. They were just like, "Woe is me! Oh, we're so. It's not. But why a bad thing happened to us? What did we do wrong? Fucking assholes." So, yeah, fuck those villagers, as even Jelly Donut is saying. And the Crack Deer is saying this guy sucks. Oh, get back your ancestor. Yeah, Mutsu is a lot more interesting.
A lot more entertaining too.
Oh my god, yes.
God, Susumu is such a fucking boring guy. And I'm saying that.
Yeah, he sucks. But a good episode. I absolutely hate the village now. And I feel that they got what they deserved, but they didn't, because they were able to pawn it off to fucking someone's kid. But yes, we'll leave it there for now.
So, all of this which is happening right now to these kids 1,000 years in the future is because a bunch of fucking villagers who are uneducated and inbred were unable to contain their greed and hunger long enough to uphold the traditions of their ancestors. And it wasn't even a very difficult tradition. All it was do not go into this mountain area.
No, wait. This was after the deity did them a massive fucking solid, by sacrificing 7 of his kin, right? So that they could survive until autumn, right? I want to just emphasize how much of a sacrifice that was, and they made that obvious when they were showing the doe talking to the last sacrifice. And after that, they got super greedy, went fuck all these things, I want all the monies, all of the stuff, all the foods, and just went on a fucking bender. And do you know what? And just how they oh no, what do? We need to pray. Fuck off, right? Just thinking about it's just enraging me. Anyway, those guys suck. The whole reason for this sucks, but this is a Ryukushi story, so this makes sense. The bad hit, we got the bad, didn't we? The shit hit the fan, as you said, Kuxo, before, that the bad was coming, and the bad came, and it continues to come.
I feel like I get the flow of his stories. Been through enough of them now.
Kuxo, you're pretty much summing up in real life Alabama. What?
Yeah.
So how does the sacrifice works? Who do they sacrifice? Just one person. They sacrifice one person. They had to have a kid quickly. That person will die young, and then the kid inherits the curse, and then that kid.
We are guessing the sacrifice is Susanome, and then she gave birth to quintuplets, who then many generations later resulted in our cast of kooky ass characters.
Yeah, but who had Suzunomi's kids? Mutsu?
Most likely Mutsu.
No, do you know, I've got a feeling they're gonna fuck. They're gonna.
Who had Suzunomi's kids? Mutsu.
No, I think they're gonna screw her over even more and have it that someone else has kids with her, and it's not.
Then why does Suzumu have soot? That's the only explanation for how Suzumu has soot.
But he doesn't get the nightmares. It doesn't affect him the same way. But he's surrounded by soot, and it might be just because he is the descendant of Suzumu. Mutsu, who was in love with, or who Suzumu was in love with, and Toi's her descendant, and that's the relation.
Please follow the names. Mutsu is the ancestor who looks like Suzumu.
No, it's
Suzunome is the ancestor who looks like Toei.
Oh my god. Suzumu and Suzunome. Of course, you know why I make the mistake. The fucking Toei's ancestor, because her name I keep fucking that up. Mutsu I can remember. Suzumu I can remember. But when I think of Suzunome, that's when I fuck up. So Toei's ancestor was in love with Mutsu, and like there's that strong connection there. Something might happen. We've still to hear where Toei's ancestor has a kid. We've still to hear that part. How
we've
that
heard
happens.
it in passing. We haven't seen it happen.
It didn't say that was necessarily Suzunome.
No, they haven't even. Yeah, you're right. They haven't said it was her. I'm actually just inferring that it was Suzunome from the fact that Toei, the main descendant, looks exactly like Suzunome.
So I think definitely Suzunomi's had the kid, because that's too much of a coincidence. But the fact that Suzumu isn't supposedly a descendant of the infected means something interesting has been happening, and that might be a bit of a twist that we'll find out later on. Why does Suzumu have suit? I don't want to add NTR tag. Lol. But anyway, we'll leave it there. This is a lot to think about. I'll probably forget about it, but hopefully I'll not, and I'll think about it a bit more for the next episode. But yes, that was Iwaihime. Hopefully we'll be back next weekend, next Sunday for this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I look forward to more Iwaihime next weekend.
Thanks a lot, guys, for coming on. Crack Dealer, Garlic Bread X, Evangeli Donut, and of course Lupu, who might have disappeared by this point.
Might have clocked out earlier, yeah.
Yes. And Crack just saying, I'll remind you, hasta la vista. Good stuff. But yeah, I'm Ashmanix. Kuxo is not Ashmanix. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.